That look right? You see anything on that? Move that over. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's see. Go to live. And it doesn't respond. Please do anything. No, computer's getting old and tired and busted. Never like crap from Walmart. Okay, let's see. There's home. Yeah, I'm trying to clean up some crap here. Resize that. There, I can see what the heck's going on. There's Candy. How are you? All right. Is the scope working now? That's not it. There it is. I could shrink that up some. Let's try it. I'm just experimenting right now. I'm looking at the data because there's always data. You got to look at data. There. Have you seen one of these? That's a seated Liberty design, 1875. And what makes this one special is it's only 20 cents. They made these for a couple of years, but that's it. They weren't widely accepted by the public. Kind of like the SBA dollar, that hideous tramp. Where'd she go? I got one here. Here's one. Get another card here. I mean, come on. You can't spend that and think good things about yourself without going, whoa, that's the ugliest woman of all time. God, you can't put that on a coin. Who thought that up? Some government worker? Stop working for the government. It's screwing up your brains. But the coin is, this one's good. Just it never took. Who else is here? We got 4 watching. Oh, I've been looking at the data, the analytics, and it's just not good. Let's have a look. Okay, we got that. Get to the screen. There you go. And you can see some of this, I think. All right. I'm pouring over this stuff, trying to think, where am I going wrong? What's working? What's not working? Where can things be improved? I just missed getting paid this month by 37 cents. I just went over the $100 mark with these last 2 days. Okay, well, $100 for 3 months work. It's a start, really. This will be the second time I get paid, and I won't get this until the 26th of next month. So I still got, what, a month and a half to go before I see, that. But it'll be about 130 bucks. Hey, it's a start. But some of these shows we do 4 shows every week. You can actually see it. Let me show you this. Here's this will probably slow things up a bit. Here's the last 28 days. So we got 4 weeks. We got the Wednesday Wheats. I take Thursday off and do stuff. We got Friday Night Madness, and Coin Class on Saturday, and the big show on Sunday. And you can see when I do a show and when I don't do a show. I mean, it's like you can set your clock by this. There is some downtrending here, which needs to be addressed. The revenue is actually kind of flat. If you extend this over a longer timeline, it's kind of flat. I'd like to see this climb. Boy, I'd be so happy if that would have climbed. But some of these shows are doing, well, not a whole lot. Coin Class, I'm making 50 cents on a Coin Class. This is the top 10 for the past 28 days. There's not a Coin Class on here. What's really working are those little tiny videos where, I just get on and do a little show about, a particular subject and get in, get out. 4 minutes, I've made $2.68 on that this month, where Coin Class isn't even on the list. That fake 1914D, you got 5 minutes on that. Okay, that brings a little. It's not much. It's a penny or 2 per day. I think it comes down to this, the subscribers, what I'm showing, how I'm showing it. And, well, you got to look at things and plan and change. There's a rule I live by. You have to make measurable progress, right, in a reasonable amount of time, or make significant changes. Okay, here we can measure the progress, right? And over the past 6 months, it's been great. Good Lord, it's been wonderful in the past 6 months. From the previous 6 months, it's night and day. But it's not getting much more. Growth is slow. Of course, that's, to be expected, but you got to measure it over several months. some of these shows I've been doing for, 6, 7, 8 months, and they're just not performing. Coin class, yeah, people love it, they really do, but I'm getting, 30, 40 people viewing the show 6 months later. It's not generating revenue. I put out a book for, cost me $4, another $4 for shipping, and I bring in, 48 cents on the show. That doesn't work, so I've stopped that. It's not drawing an audience. I pay less to fuel my truck for a month. So I'm looking at these thinking, what do I need to do? What needs to change? I'll get back to the live. There's Gone Fishing. And let's see if we can get to here again. There's the home. Coins for amateurs. YouTube ebbs and flows. We grow rapidly with tons of views for a month, then almost nothing. I'm frustrated. I see other channels get, thousands of subscribers in a year or two. And I'm struggling to get, I got to 1,200. I'm struggling to get 100 a month, additional subscribers. What's sleep? Sleep? That's where you close your eyes and think about coins. Then you get up and play with the coins. That's what sleep is to me. I'm sleeping right now. Look, we got this. Isn't that pretty? That's brand new. Brand spanking new. There are babies older than this coin, right? When are you coming to see the baby? You got a 6-month-old baby? This coin is new. That baby's old. Can we put some Geritol in this formula? Right? You want old? Here you go. Here's old. That's old. Well, it's pretty old. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. Dana's here. Very pretty, isn't it? Pretty and witty and gay. There. We'll put that right back in there. Just for show. YouTube ebbs and flows. Yes, it does. I'm trying to find what is working. These short videos I used to do, they've got longevity. Some of these more recent shows, the big show, Wednesday Weeds, Friday Night Special, they're good for single time events. They have a function. They kind of work. What do we do here? Coin class. Geez, after 7 months, 8 months, it's still struggling. I don't break 50 people watching. I get views because they watch for a bit, go somewhere else, do something, come back, watch for a bit. A month later, I'm not getting additional views unless it's been hyped up somewhere. How do I do this? How do I make it work? I've been staring at these analytics for an hour, going through each show. I think I'm going to move the big show to prime time. It's ready, but we're warming up. It was great for the winter season. Geez, Sunday, it's 20 below out there. Come on. Drop a like. Thank you, Southern Belle. I think the big show, we're going to move that to prime time on Sundays. I find I get more involvement. Up late? No, I just got up. Yeah, I was thinking about coins, so I'd come and look. So we'll move that and see if we can, grab a hold of some of that prime time audience. But Sunday afternoon in spring, good Lord, people have been cramped up for 6 months. They're not going to be around to watch. Okay, that's one thing. Now, Mantic's not doing his penny show on Sunday, so that'll work. Now, I got him down for 5:30 on Sunday on the directory. But if I do 9:30, which I've been sticking with for the Wednesday show and for the Friday show, that'll work for the big show. Because the big show, I think, is important. If you see people, the way their excitement when they open these packages, that's an absolute must. I got to have that. Wednesday Wheats is in doubt, though. At about $100 in donations, I break even, and I'm having a hard time getting to that. See, you got the law, right, and you got YouTube cracking down, you got PayPal cracking down, and you can't sell raffle tickets, right? You can't have a show and you send in $5 and you get 5 entries. It's a raffle. Okay, so I got to separate the contributions from the prize, from the potential to win. Anybody can win. Somebody just stops in and types in a number can win. So I've been gearing the prize selection towards coin collectors. You got to know something, guess the date on this coin, for example. And if you can't guess the date on that coin, you're probably not going to win it. Okay, let's see. I mean, can you guess the date on this coin? Just seeing what you can now. Special knowledge, coin knowledge, you got a better chance. How about on this one? Let's see, let's see. Can you guess the date on that girl? Whoa, I can guess how big the ugly tree was, and it was tall. It was tall and wide, with lots of branches. 1857, that one was in 1875 earlier. There you go. That's at 20 Center. They only made it for a couple of years. These two, the Warthog, they only made these for a couple of years. So coin knowledge has some effect here. Now that's a 1999. Ta-da! You don't see those too many times either. But Wednesday Wheats it's not paying the bills. I put in 2 to 3 hours in setting up for a show. I run them for 1 to 2 hours. And then, of course, there's the packing it up and putting away, because this area right here is destroyed. Good Lord. Yeah, people like the Wednesday Wheats, but it's not producing. That's the thing. Once we separated the contribution from the award, effectively it became a testament to socialism, right? It doesn't work. Geez, why should I contribute when I can win and, don't have to pitch in $5? As a result, we went from $500 prizes to struggling to reach a $100 prize. But with the big show, we're getting people who are sending in coins, so we've got some interesting things going on. I'm going to keep that going and see how it works. But I think the Wednesday Wheats is going to pass along into history for a while. But the big show stays. Friday night, we're going to keep that because that's kind of working for me. There's a lot we can do. It's a good slot. I need to change the way I do. The big stuff doesn't move. There's no interest in 1914 Ds. Oh, let's see. Where's that one? There's no interest in really decent 1914 Ds. There's no interest in MS64 Morgans that cost, $80. There's no interest in these things. Okay. But geez, they want unchecked Wheats. Okay, we'll get those. They'll take the 40% Kennedy $half, and they're gone. And most improved sets and stuff. It's the right venue for selling coins. It really is. I can show this coin. People ask about it. Can you zoom in on the date? And I can take this guy. I can zoom in on the date. Maybe. How far can we zoom in on that date? But as a venue for marketing coins, it's hard to beat. There you go. I can get closer still. I can get a little closer, but I got to take the camera apart. There it is. I'm interested. There it is. And you can have a look at the shield and her fingers and her lovely face. She kind of looks like a ghost. I don't know. You get the cap. But you can, spontaneously, if you know what you're doing, you can tell a story about what that cap represents or why the shield, right? You got stuff like on the back, you got arrows and you got olives. What's it going to be? Peace or war? Okay, well, there's a lot of symbolism that goes back hundreds of years on these things too. There's an actual count on how many dentals are on these. And I think it has some importance. I have to check that one out. Scary ghost. There you go. And the eagle. Of course, you got to have some symbol. Be it a bear, an eagle, a dragon, or lions, or pandas, whatever you like. Maple leaves. Every country has one. So does IBM, right? So does Sprint, AT&T. It's like a logo, but they're pretty slick. But you can zoom in, and there you got. There's something with the live presentation of coins that you can't get from a cat. Where's that catalog? LCC sent me a catalog here. It's buried. They sent me a couple of them. Well, I can't find them right off by looking. Stuff moves around this desk like you never seen. Okay. Heck with it. I started doing a little extra bit so I can get this out. There's one. Trying to do a couple of different formats because I send out, you know, anywhere from 20 to 50 packs a week, packages. So as long as I'm sending the stuff out, how about put something in the darn thing and use that as an additional marketing venue. But gosh, stuff changes over here so fast. I mean, what I sold last week is gone. God knows what's going to come in this week. So, well, some things I can do. I've got all kinds of proofs. Right, I've got all kinds of BU and proof singles. I mean, loads of them. So I put together a price list for just proof singles. And geez, I can print it. Right, I can change it. It takes no time to print it. I can cut it in half, so I just put a half a sheet in there. I don't think it's obtrusive. And some of these things, some of these people just fill in the blanks in their collection. I had another one. That's gone. Oh, I probably shipped it out. There's a mailing label. I got more shipping labels in. I was down to 2. God, they got here just in time. I'm so happy. Okay, but there's so many paths to follow. I do pretty well marketing items on Facebook. Beautiful. I mean, the percent sold is great. I don't have to work for the man, is what it means. There you go. Because, geez, put on a hard hat, one-piece acid suit, you know, a respirator, put a hood over the whole thing. You got rubber boots, rubber gloves. You're all taped up just to go in and look around one of these tanks. You know, it's 94% sulfuric acid. And if there's a little bit on there, you can't get out of that tank and make it to a shower fast enough. And decent money was good, but it's a lifestyle I really don't want to get back into. Promote on other social media formats. Twitter, I've tried a couple of times. There's so darn much to do. You can't just, you know, do it all. Well, I can't anyway. There's one of me. You know, put the hag up there. Oh God, that's hideous. Let's look at the back of it instead. There's something we can look at. How can we as a group get 10 more subscribers and make the show bigger? You know, if we had 50 people watching the big show, and we can put together a pretty substantial package for someone. But the incentive is gone. Why contribute when it doesn't give you an additional chance of winning? Well, because watch what these other people do when they open their package. And they love it. One guy, all he could just say is, wow, wow, wow. That's all he could say. He couldn't muster anything else. I share your vids on Twitter. Thank you, CFA. I talk up CFA because he's got a good presentation. They're decent videos, and yeah, it's exactly what he said. It's coins for amateurs. Most people are amateur coin collectors. I can't sell a $100 coin easily, right? This guy right here, we're starting that at $650. We're talking $650 just to look at this. Okay, I've got a very small market for $650, but geez, you know, a bunch of 40% halves, these are gone. I can't keep these in the house. Can't. Impossible. Wheats. There's no money in wheats. I got these, and I give them away. Look, it's getting smaller and smaller. I've given away about half this sack of wheats just from people clicking like on these giveaway shows. That means nothing to them. But if I were to sell these, people would eat them up. But I've checked these. I've gone through these with a fine-tooth comb. But the kids love these. They're common date wheats. They're 40s and 50s, right? There's some dogs in here, plenty of them. That's what people collect, though. I'm trying to lead people into that next level, you know, where they're doing, you know, BU dollars. If we can, I'm trying to lead people into the new camera world where cameras work and you can see stuff. Now, we'll get there. The big show, we're giving away stuff that people have never seen before. You know, those 20 centers. What haven't we given away? We gave away 1 cent all the way back to Drape Bust. half cents all the way back to drape bust. Haven't done proof earlies. That'd be a neat thing. I think the oldest proof we did was 1938. What was her name? Amanda got that one. Come on, a 1938 proof Lincoln? Do you care if it's only MS proof 62? It's a nice thing. We've got away dimes all the way back to capped bust. Halves, same thing. I wish I had another one to show you right off. Dollars, we've gone back to Morgan's. Lots of those. 20 centers, 3 cents, 3-cent silvers. We haven't given away gold yet. Okay, that's a little pricier. But we're getting into stuff that, and giving people exposure to coins that they probably won't get on their own. Sure, maybe you'll spend a $10 bill on a Walking Liberty half dollar, you know, or 12 bucks on a real shining Ben Franklin or something. So you got one. But we've been going back, you know, 100 years, half dimes and stuff. What about shows based on a single series and give away that series? We've given away an almost complete set of Lincolns. We haven't given away a 1909 SVDB or a 14D. Given away 2 31Ss, several 24Ds, lots of early estimates, only one 1909S, but pretty much an entire series except for 2 on Lincolns. Given away. There you go. Well, people, you know, contribute and we've sent it out. But we're getting, I mean, they get those BU wheats. Here you go. Here's one right here. That's not it. Get out of there, you hideous monster. What do you got here? There you go. I mean, if you haven't seen them this nice, dude, you're missing out. There's some gorgeous coins out there. If I can flip that over without getting my fingerprint on it. There you go. I mean, it's a good looking coin. But they want to, they're still hung up on this stuff because they want to get that full set out of circulation. Those people don't have a 1950D with a lamination at 9 o'clock. There's people that don't have that. Oh, by gosh. Let's work on it. But we're getting exposure. See, look at this stuff. There's BU, there's better, there's gold. Right, there's crazy coins out there. Teaching to be tougher collectors. There's a big difference between this, right? This old ragged, you know, it's good for 3, 4, 5 cents. But you see something like this, and dude, it looks, where's some new ones I got? Oh, here we go. Yeah. You can check the difference in tone. Okay, there's a little difference in tone. Okay, this one's kind of spotty, but that's expected for brand new. But over time, copper, you know, ages. It turns brown all its own. That's why it's so hard to get those, you know, those drape bust and red brown. But still, you can get them at there, and they're just going. Is that a clash under his chin? I believe that is a clash. Well, it's not a big clash. Take a look at the back of that. There you go. And you get the gleaming. And you can get these, and they're fairly inexpensive. And you push them into that next level of collecting. You know, you get the whole set, and that's great. You can do that in circulation, but it's going to take time. But if you accelerate just a little, you can get a set of these. And then now you're starting to get into gorgeous stuff, right? That steel, for example. Yeah, they're nuts. I get a bunch of these. I'm going to show them off. And something like this, I mean, it's a $10 bill, right? The P, it's a $7 bill. Some people don't, they're not ready, however. We're trying to get them ready, push them up to that next level. So they say, okay, I will spend $10 for the coin, you know, $7 for the coin, $8 plus $3 shipping. Trust becomes an issue. You know, what if he just ripped me off? Well, you're out $10. How do you build trust with somebody brand new, never done it before? That's a tough one. Now, that takes you know, repeated exposure. That's all that is. It'll be time. But there's so much more besides just common date wheats and circulated 40% half dollars and 1958p nickels. You know, 1966 dimes. There's so much more out there. God. This is stuff just sitting on the desk. I mean, I got no problem with moderns. Moderns are beautiful. Let's move this aside. What do we got here? Oh, you can't see it. Oh, there. I mean, you got the modern fruits, and they're elegant. They really are, especially when they're silver. Right? They're elegant. They're reflective. They're precise. There's not a thing wrong with the darn things. You got to mint their programs to, well, boost sales. But you got a piece of history in here. Even if these are, what year are these? 2010. Yeah, there's a bit of history going on in there. They build a set of circulated Lincolns. And dude, it's impressive. There's no problem with, you know, circulated set of Lincolns. And you get some pretty darn nice ones in there. But something like this, what's a mintage on 2010? Let me find the list here real quick. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Inventory check. This will become time for coffee. That's love right there. Okay, wait for it. It's loading. That's how long it takes to load a simple page out here in the woods. Man, I could grow a wart in less time. Okay, let's get over there and have a look. Where's the screen? Screen. There it is. Okay, this is the coin inventory and checklist spreadsheet. There's a link in the description below. Okay, down at the bottom. Can we see the bottom? No. I can't see a thing. Let's get this out of the way. Up, up, up. There you go. There's on the bottom. You got these tabs. Okay, Lincoln 1 cent. And Ant's been doing a lot on this. We got Buffalo nickels are in here now. 2 cents, 3 cents, Jefferson nickels. Okay, let's go down to 2010. 2010 proof 1.6 million. Back in the 70s and 80s, you're looking at, you know, 3 million was common for mintages on those. 3.2 in 83, 3.8 in 82, 3.3, 3.0, 4 million in 87. Right, 70s, same darn thing. You know, couple of million, couple of million, couple of million. 4 million. They love the 76. Promoted the hell out of it. But sales have been declining. Now you're down to, in 2010, 1.6 million. You got 2 million collectors, so not everybody's going to have a 2010 S proof Lincoln. What else has he added in here? We've got some Philippines, proof and uncirculated sets. There you go. Now Ant put these in, Anthony Mazza. Okay, 2010. Right there. The silver set. You got 585,000 silver sets. This is one of them right here. No, just over 500,000. You had 486,000 1909 SVDB. What's going to happen on the price of this set, you know, in 30, 40, 50 years? If you give that to your grandchildren, what's that going to be worth in 50 years, in 100 years? Can you keep that in your family? Do you have it in you to pass down a small collection of coins, you know, for 50 years, for 100 years? That's a trick, really, preserving the integrity of the heirlooms in the family. What's 2011? 2011 S regular. Nope, that's the clad quarter. There it is. How many is that? That's let's find this first. Here's the screen. Here's 2011. 1,098,835. You got 14 coins. $6.91 face value. These sold for $32. All right, this is a $40 set nowadays. Home. There you go. That's a 1911. No, 2011. 1920, whatever it takes, right? You get 1,000,000 of these. And these are not silver. These are the regular ones. 1,000,000. You get 2,000,000 active collectors who would love to see, you know, the full set of Washington America the Beautiful quarters. You have to have these if you want a full set of Washingtons, and there's only 1,000,000 of them. Of course, there's 5 different ones, so you get 1,000,000 of each. But no matter, they're 5 different. You want a full set of Lincolns? You got to have one of those. It's just a regular old Lincoln. You want a full set of these? There they are. Now you got to add them up because these aren't silver, and the silver sets also have the regular, you know, Lincolns and stuff. So let's go over there. Here's a screen. Okay, 2011 S. I got that number. Now I can't count the clad quarter set and the silver quarter set, but I want the silver set. And down in the corner of my screen, my sum. Can we see that? Down, can we see it? No. There it is. There's my number right there. 1.6 million is the total number of 2010 S Lincolns. You got 2 million people collecting the darn things. If we can keep this hobby going, right? If we can promote the hobby the way we should be promoting the hobby, you know, collectively, everybody pitch in and promote the hobby. We could add another 50,000 collectors easily in the next couple of years. This is additional, you know, to what's going on regular. Oh, people are scrolling the chat. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't you people have a life? Oh, geez. That's why the prices on these are climbing. You have a limited supply and a growing market. The result is an increase in demand. Do you have any 1970 proof sets? I'd have to look. I couldn't tell you right off. I may have 1 or 2. And there's a whole stack of proof sets. I gotta 1, 2. There's a pile of them over here I gotta look at. They come in, they go out. You know, they're everywhere. There's always something shipping around. What do we got here? Here's a few to look at. Here's a 74. All right, let's look at that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And there's all kinds of proof sets. There you go. You got a flashy Ike in there. Flashy quarter. I mean, if you're going to get these earlier proof sets, get the ones that are cameo. Because they're tough. Dude, you've only got about 10% of them will have a strong cameo. Now, the penny on that one, it's not that great. All right. It's kind of, well, some people like those things toned, but the copper is always a trick on these. On the bigger coins, getting them without contact marks is tough. Just getting the holders and aren't scraped and scuffed up is a bear. So if you're going to buy some proof sets, be picky. All right? I buy them, I look at them, I send them back. eBay lets you send them back. It's not a problem. They pay the shipping. You know, I just look at the darn things. What do you got here? Here's a 79. It is a type 1 dollar and type 2 everything else. Now, if that was a type 1 dollar, that'd be the prize. Okay, now the mint, of course, they ordered them all for the Ikes, and then that show got canceled. Right, that went away with Battlestar Galactica. So they had all these holders. They said, oh, we got to make these fit, you know, the new ugly dollar. But you can get in and have a look. See, this is where it pays to know what's going on. Scope. This is where that knowledge comes in real handy. There's a type 1 mint mark. See how it's tight and, you know, no space in between? Let's go down here. No, that S is tight and full. There's no gaps. It's fully seated. And it's just, you know, a big darn blob. Of course, so is she. Oh, Jesus. Okay, see how this one, you've got space in there. It's a spread out S as opposed to one of these. Spread out. It's like graffiti with a big paintbrush. You'd find that on a train. Okay, here's the nickel. Same thing, it's spread out. Well, those are type 2s. There's that penny. What's a dime doing? There you go. Type 2. on the quarter. Type 2. Now, if you find a 1979 proof set and the dollar has that type 2, pick it up because you're gonna, it's a $60, $70 set. It's the dollar. I mean, the dollar is good for $50. If it's type 1, $6, $7, $8. If it's a type 2, that little bit of knowledge, we're giving away. Give it away. It looks like that. If that mint mark is a little bit different, you buy that set for, for 10, 12 bucks because you're gonna. There's money to be made in these things, and it's a hobby, right? But it's a practical hobby. I talk about the money all the time because, well, I'm trying to make my living doing this. But people have been doing this for years and years. People look at this stuff like jewelry. I mean, where's that loop I had? There you go. You're looking at stuff through this. Hey, can we see it over here? I mean, you're looking at the date on that coin through this thing, so you can make it, as big. What is that? 1940 something. They look at these coins like jewelry, and yeah, you can find stuff in your pocket change that's worth something. You're not going to make a fortune on it by any means, but you can pick up a little here and there. If you have the knowledge, you get a chance to make some additional income. If you don't have the knowledge, you have a chance to pretty much get ripped off. Learn. There's good stuff here. What else we got in this pile? There's a 78. Yeah, they had their stuff together. They had their act together by 78, and they're all beautiful. Yeah. I get a bunch of these. If they're shitty, I'll get rid of them. If they're not, I'll keep them. I hunt them down, find a good price. There's not much on. I mean, you got a $10 item here, and they're heavy to ship. It's hard to make money on these because, well, they're big and gaudy, and there's not much of a margin. But sometimes you can get better conditions. They're not screwed up. What did they name that dude? Susan. Because John Wayne was taken. I talk to my coins. They're good coins. They're pretty coins. And damn it, people like you. We love you. Yeah, feelings. Coin feelings. A hap is driving those overbook on the SBA type 2s. I named my dog John Wayne. Yeah, I named my dog's turd Susan B. Anthony. What's that? Oh, God, did you Susan B. Anthony my laundry room again, cat? Bad kitty. 70 bucks. You can get one of those, a 79 mint set for, where the hell did it go? For probably $8, $9, right? Let me look at my cheat sheet, give you an idea. Spread. Okay, 79. It doesn't want to scroll. Why don't you want to scroll? Look, here I am, the user. Yeah, there's a problem with this computer. It's an interrupt, one of the interrupt channels. It's not picking up. Okay, there we go. How much for the set? $9 for a 79 Type 1. A 79 Type 2, $55 according to these numbers. These are getting old. It's time to upgrade my price list anyway. Yeah. And if you pick it up, because there's people out there who have Type 2 sets and they don't know it. You can pick it up for $9. You can probably pick it up for $6 or $7. It's out there. Well, I don't know about you. What would $50 extra do for you? Would it improve your situation? A little extra. What if you did $50 every week? You do a little coin thing on weekends, pick up an extra $50. Would that make over, after a few months, would it start to improve your situation? A couple of $100 a month. That's the best part of a truck payment, baby. I know a girl, she's just saving her pennies, from her coin sales just to buy a house. And she's going to have that house in 5 years. No fooling, she will. Name my John Wayne. No, 70 set is what I was telling Lincoln. The half is driving the price over book. 1970. Proof, the 70S. Let me have a look here real quick here. Where's my list? Okay, 1970S, the proof. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. The set should go 12 to 15 for the set, and the $half is pushing 14 to 18. Yeah, they're buying the sets and they're busting them open, selling off the half, getting all their money back, and they got all the other coins as well. And you can do that. I've done it, but it takes time. You end up sitting on a pile of proof sets, a pile of proofs, until finally you just have to say, look, I got to do something to get rid of them. And well, they're slow, but they do okay. It's a sideline type of thing. But proofs I consider more like a commodity item. As long as they're not screwed up, right? Remember a big gouge across it, although the Susan B. Anthony would be improved. But you gotta, if you're doing the sets, you want good shape sets, right? Here we go. I mean, pretty, not scuffed all the hell. Where'd that one I had go? What was that, 2006? Sometimes you can get these sets for a real nice price. That doesn't mean they're good. Okay, the 2006, this one had a big crack in it. So I got 3, 4 of these quarters that are kind of lost. All right. Yeah, well, they're silver. So even if I sold the quarters that melt, if this were busted open, what was the date on that? 2006. I could probably recover what I paid for that set. But in the meantime, I get a chance to, sell it and put $4 or $5 in my pocket, because somebody else might want to break it open. But some people like those toners. I don't know what would cost. Why would that tone, if it's cracked over here, why would that one tone in the center? Why would this one tone in the center? Why would they all be toned in the center? Did somebody at the Mint pick it up like that? Stop doing that. They don't care about us, our needs, our feelings. They're government workers. In the center. This looks great. There's nothing wrong with that. And the fronts look wonderful. Well, somebody somewhere has a book. They got an album they want to put those in. Maybe it'll sell. I was talking with a lady not long ago who wants to get into selling. And she's willing to invest. Oh, well, invest in a computer, invest in a printer, invest in cameras, invest in scales. Invest in those things that will support the business, because the coins after that will come and go. If you open a diner, you invest in a really good stove. You invest in a really good refrigerator. You invest in comfortable chairs, tables that aren't floppy. I like to invest in hookers and booze, But after that, the food will take care of itself after that. The investment is those big stuff that make the business function properly. Take away the computer, dude, I'm sunk. Take away my printer, I'm hurting. Take away the cameras, I'll go buy another camera. I probably ought to anyway, because this one is just junk. I hate it. Whew. But you need the knowledge that's going to help you, make that $50 extra each weekend. Overhead and write-offs. Keep your bills low. I don't have a B&M. There's no store here that I got to pay rent on, right? I keep the electric. It's getting warm. I got a fan over here I use just, to keep me cool. You probably hear a hum. There it is. That's just a hum. Yeah, I'd rather just have a little blowing air than a $200 light bill. I get a light here, a light there, one on the back table. And that's about it. There's a phone, internet service. Of course, they want more money. They promised me fast service, but can't give me what I'm paying for now. So I'll write them another harshly worded letter. But a couple of cameras, a laptop computer, a printer. That's most of the equipment here. What are you talking, $500? And you probably have most of this. Maybe the camera. That's a $20 bill. Okay. This one over here, that was a $50 bill. There you go. That's it right there. $50. Maybe some shelving. The camera's not too bad. Can it actually work? That's the trick. Oh, and the stand. I think that was 15. What is going on here? Turn it this way. Turn it up. We'll be with you in a moment. We're having technical difficulties. Sell coins to blind people? If you've seen the stuff I've been selling, you'd think everybody's blind, huh? Okay, there you go. Then there's the stand that the camera is on. 15 bucks. What do you got? 200. The computer was 300. Printer was 50, 60. 50 bucks for the big camera. 20 bucks for the little one. I paid 30 because, you know, I was a pioneer. It's when they first came out. Another 20. What do you got there? It's less than 500 bucks. You know, add in some shipping stuff, labels, extra ink, envelopes. 500 bucks. You got everything you need lined up. Internet service. You probably, if you're watching this, you already have it. You probably have a computer. Everybody's going to phones now because they're cheaper. Them phones are 600 bucks, 800 bucks. This laptop is a Walmart special. It's a welfare computer. 300 bucks. When it craps out, I throw it out the shed. Go get another one. Hire some Kathy Lee Gifford kids. I don't know what that means. I don't watch TV. I had TV back in 2002. Moved into the house because I saved my pennies and bought a house. And the free rent wasn't doing me any good, so I left that job. I was took care of a bunch of apartments, and well, I'm not paying for TV. The apartment had cable, and that was stolen, but I'm not paying for TV. And the cost of running the TV, right, and cable TV, and then the cost of the TV and the lights to run it. Screw that. You're spending 200 bucks a month to sit there on the couch and stare. Maybe eat some cheap pops, some Fritos, some cake, some pretzels. Get fat. Go grow a garden. Skip the TV. And you can afford a computer, a printer, a couple of cameras, a mouse, you know, internet service, and some coins after that. You're putting the best type coin in the world in your giveaway, and you're hard on yourself. You have high standards. I have high standards. You must have high standards and continue always to raise them. Raise the bar at all times. If you don't push yourself, you become slack and soft. And then what? Well, somebody else is going to push. There's some competition, but it's fun, you know. Move beyond the low-grade coins. Step up to that next level. Push yourself. And God, if you got a set of these, you know, how many of these you got? How many Morgans you got? Slabbed and, you know, upper grades. How many cameras you got to focus? Come on. I hate this thing. There's a difference between that one and this one. You know, 50 years from now, you leave this to, how old are you? You're 40 years old. Let's say you make it to 75, right? Average. That's 35 years. They give that to your grandson when he's 18, graduates. And when he's ready to retire, that coin will be how much? A couple of thousand? There's a return in there. I got a guy I sell coins to him, and he just, you know, puts the money in to buy the coins, and they go in his safe. He's got a lot of money. He's not worried about it. But what he's doing is putting stuff in his safe when he goes. The tax man doesn't take half because his estate is going to be hit real hard, and they'll probably take 50% of his value, over $1 million. Yeah, that's how it's work. You work all your life, right? You're successful. You put together some cash and some value, some assets, and you pay taxes all the way. And when you die, the government takes half of what you made. They already got half on the taxes. All right. But with coins, you can pass it on to that next generation. And they don't have to pay, you know, half in taxes. They just turn the knob, take the coins out, and, you know, put some newspaper over the body. That'll be good enough. He won't miss it. Tax havens. It's not a tax haven. It's a tax evasion tactic. Why are you going to pay half? Geez, you know, if you sold them to a dealer and you got 60%, it's still better than letting the government take half, because you still got to sell it to a dealer so you can come up with a half. So, geez, they pretty much get everything. Do they come with their own crate? I give them boxes. That's why I got the. Oh, that's why I had to get these. Because, well, he needed a couple of these for all the stuff I've been putting over towards him. Yeah, and I got the red boxes because it was time for that. But there's people that need a tax haven. They got kids, they got young people in their family who may not know that much about coins. And with these, you have a chance. Oh, look, here's a notebook with a complete list of what is in this set, right? I'll type this up or whatever I give them. You know, explain what this coin is so they can look once he's gone, right? Open the safe, get in there, take the coins out, and then they can look at what the heck that is. And here's a picture of the coin saying, you know, the same thing is on the top of that. And it says, this coin is worth 50 bucks in today's dollars. Oh, let's not put that in the Coinstar. Where's that other one? That came out of a Coinstar machine because, you know, somebody was too damn dumb to know. They don't know. And this stuff happens. And now we got, okay, the coin took a hit, but somebody got a good coin out of that. Well, spread the knowledge. Maybe somebody will have a chance. Susan's here. Does anyone know anything about a Lincoln set that has broken stairs on the back of the reverse of Monticello? Okay. Let's talk about that real quick. So you do need a little bit of knowledge. It comes in handy. Okay, where is it? There's one. Here's a Jefferson nickel. On the back of the Jefferson nickel is Monticello. Okay, here's a Lincoln cent. Home. Nope, here it is. Okay, there's a Lincoln cent. And on the back of the Lincoln, right, is the Lincoln. No, geez, that's not the wrong one. Is a Lincoln Memorial. Okay, now this Monticello, that's where Jefferson lived. He designed the place, had a bunch of gardens where he kept his slaves, where he wrote, where he died. It was his place. All right. Lincoln Memorial, that's in Washington, D.C., right in the mall. And the Jefferson Memorial is styled after Monticello. But you're asking about broken stairs on Monticello on the back of a Lincoln cent. So you got us confused right off. Now, on these beasties here, I got some over here I think I can show you. Okay. What's that one? Nope. How about that? Nope. How about that one? I had them. Where'd they go? I know I got them. Did somebody buy those full step Lincolns? It must be. I don't know. Okay, they seem to be gone. Okay, here's something. Okay, you got these Monticello coins. They're in great shape. This is a 1940D. Okay, let's see. That's a 1940D. Okay, MS66. That's in great shape. What we're looking at are the steps. Now, this one here you're looking at is a proof. So you're going to have every step all the way across. But on the circulated, see how it says MS, which is mint state, instead of PR, which is a proof. That's a business strike. So the quality is a little less. You said well, I've sold all the 69 slabs. I have a couple of full step Jeffersons out here. What you're looking at in the business strikes are the steps. Okay, you see that little line right there? That cuts across the steps. It's just a small contact mark is all that is. But it cuts the steps. It's a break in the steps. So that one does not qualify as full step. Or perhaps the die is worn and you don't have all the steps. If you got them all, there's a premium on those, and it can be pretty darn magnificent. I mean, people will pay big money because your coin has full steps. Now, on the Lincolns, we had one here. What do we got? What do we got? I got one. I just saw it. Okay, what's that one? There we go. On the Lincolns, those steps really aren't as sharp to begin with. So they don't qualify. They don't have a full step designation on the Lincolns. Okay. It's a small, tiny variety, or a small, tiny detail. It doesn't add up. Nobody cares. You got good sharp steps, that's good enough. But on the Jeffersons, it's important. So you're asking about broken steps on Monticello on the back of a Lincoln. I'm trying to find out where you're coming from. Okay, he had central heat. That's not too bad for 1800. They just found a secret room. It was Sally's. No, it's the Sally closet. You run in there. 3 minutes later, you run out. Get back to work. Okay. So if you're talking about Monticello, I think Monticello is a key word there. You're probably talking about the, Jefferson nickel. And yeah, full step on that is important on a business strike, which this one is. Right? But this one is not, because the proofs are at a higher standard. And you'll get full steps on those. Let's see what that looks like. There you go. They're all the way across. Ta-da! No breaks in those steps. Shop. Steps under the third column. On Lincoln, I can't see nothing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a planter. These are steps on the Lincoln Memorial. Now, what do you have for a break? You're talking about a break. There are things that are called die cracks. Have I got one handy? I'm sure I do. No. I'm not going to find them. I had a whole bunch of them. What do we got close? Maybe I bet you one of these. Right. And the die, I think I might have one. The die that makes the darn things can develop a crack. And let's have a look in here. All right, right there on the top. That's going to be hard to see. That's going to be very hard to see. You get a little crack will form, especially, damn cat, right at the top edge. It's a high stress area when it's being made. You get these little cracks and chips on the top of that shield. Let's see if we got something on the bottom here. I don't see anything else. Now, some people like the cracks. They're kind of collectible. They don't really have a great value unless they're in particular places, like inside the letters of Liberty. Oh, there's a double die. See that? Can you see that? What is that? That's a 2011. Yeah, that's a double die. You see the cusps, the extra thickness? Okay, that's just sitting on the desk. I probably ought to write that down. 2011 DDO. All right, good. Now we got it out, I'll put it away. And let me give you another example. As long as we're here. Nope, that's a quarter. What's this one? Any cracks on that one? Sometimes you get them on the forehead and in the hair. Let's have a look. But the metal breaks in the die, and you get a little crack forms, and then the metal from the planchet gets in that crack, and you leaves that line behind on the coin. And they can bring a premium. You get extra money. I sold some stuff for, a few bucks. Okay, but this is a double die is what we're looking at here. So let's look at the letters on Liberty. See how thick those are? The bottom of the T, the bottom of the Y. It should be kind of narrow like over here. And that gets into the way that was made, and it left the letters wider than normal. And let's see, let's look at the date. See the 2-0, and the 1s are kind of narrow, and the O is round. And mine, it's kind of like, pointed in the middle at the top and the bottom. Yeah, that's just a double die. And people pay good money. This is probably, a $1 coin. And the letters in trust. And maybe a $2 coin. Okay, but you can pull these out of your pocket change. Hey, for a penny, you get a buck or two. That's why people go through, coin rolls. That's why they coin roll hunt. They can find a coin's with a little bit of value. There's some of these there's different ways the die was doubled. So instead of a wide 0, it'll have an oblong 0. And people want to collect all the different double dies. And sometimes you get to, 5, 10, 20 bucks on these things. 2018, there's nothing special about this one. That's good for a penny. Okay. But people go and, what's this one? This one, I bet you this is one. Here's one you can find in your pocket change. This one's a 1960, and it is there's a variety with 2 different designs. You have a large date and a small date. And this one is the small date. And even if it looks like this, right, where it's all brown and beat up, they're still good for $1. But if you can find something like that, for maybe not this particular one, you're talking $6, for brand new shiny type things. What's this one? Oh, there you go. What a crack. Let's see if we can find a crack on that one. I see no cracks. Sometimes you get them in the ears on these 50s. But they crack, they chip, they deform, they get used up. And this one has a little chip right here in the date, right? Should be a regular old 5, but inside the top of that 5, you get this extra blob of metal. Right? Now, when they make the coin, the die it's like a photo negative. It's inverted. So on the die, the date is sunk in, right? So the metal from the coin fills that, but a piece of that die broke off. Instead of cracking, it chipped right off, and you have a die chip, is what it's called. And there you go. And people collect these. Not a big premium. But the better shape your coin is in, oftentimes the better, the better price you're going to get. But they're out there, like a football. Most stars will be bad at the 3rd column on early nickels. 3rd column, early nickels. I lost my nickels. I'm trying to follow what people are saying. 3rd column, 1, 2, 3. Ah, that's what you're talking about. Down here at the 3rd column, you get a weak strike on some of these early nickels. Yeah, that's probably about right. It's just a common spot for these to wear out. The dies wear out, you don't get full steps. Well, anyway, go to the CoinOp group. There's a link in the description. You can find the CoinOp group on Facebook. If you can take a good picture of your coin, a real close-up picture, right? Have it even, don't have it sideways because it hurts to look. If you can get good detail, well, post your photo in there and ask a question, and people are more than happy to answer it. There's so much to learn. Oh, geez, you can study this stuff for years and years. What do you want to do? You want to just be a collector? That's no problem. Most people are just collectors. There's different levels, really. Some people, you're at a level, you're collecting stuff out of your pocket change. They're low value. They're circulated, they're worn. But by God, they want to keep it. And they go through roll and roll and roll and roll and roll and keep these things. You can find silver in your pocket change. I know a guy who goes through $500 worth of half-dollar rolls every single day, right? And he knows what to look for. And this one is, oh, let's see, that's a 1966 Kennedy half-dollar, right? Now, up until 1964, all your dimes, quarters, and halves were 90% silver. Well, silver's worth 17 bucks an ounce, so you figure at 90%, they're good for 12 or 13 times their face value, and people buy that silver like there is no tomorrow, right? Now, 1966, 7, 8, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0, and 1970. The half dollars, the Kennedys, were 40% silver. Well, they're still good for $3, easy, even in circulated shape. This one, you know, I sold a bunch of these for 30 bucks today. What I got, 11 of them. Yeah, 30 bucks close enough. And people hold on to these. I had a lady on my paper route when I was growing up that gave me one of these every single week for 4 years. You know, I sold them all off for a couple of bucks a piece and bought me a bike. Took that to college. Driving around college drunk as hell on a bike. There you go. But people pick silver out of their pocket change. There's silver nickels if you know what years to look for. Right? During World War II, they used the nickel, went into the armor plating and other specialty devices. And they put silver into the nickels. But they wanted to get the silver back. Right? So they needed them easy to find. We got one here. I swear I have one. What are these? Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Oh, we had a bunch. I must have sold them. I don't remember selling them, but that must be where they went. Here's one. That's probably one in here. Not a damn thing. All right. No matter. So during World War II, they wanted to get those silver nickels back. And to make it easy to distinguish between the silver nickel and the regular nickel, they put this mint mark. See the D, right? D is Denver. There's a P for Philadelphia. There's an S for San Francisco. That's where they made all the coins. They put a big one right over the dome. Big. I mean, the size of the B, right? BP, or the size of the S, B, right here, or you know, big giant D. And the idea was after the war, when it's time to reclaim the silver, they could easily identify these coins and get them back. But that program never really, that never got going. So all these silver nickels are still out there in circulation, and they're good for $1, easy. If they're in better shape, something like this, they can go for, you know, for real good money. I had some. I don't know where they went. I may have sold the darn things, but that's one thing to look for. There's silver in your coins. Grab it up. People snag it up all the time. Okay, but if you don't know about that, you're going to spend it on a pizza. Well, there goes. Yeah. Let me put that back over here. I don't know where those others went. What's this? Nope. Like another small date. What's this? Nope. Nope. I'm just poking around in the dark now. Oh, okay. Nobody knows where they went. Yeah. You're not going to get rich going through coin roll hunting, but you can pick up, you know, some extra. I mean, it's $30. What are people saying? Let me catch up. Hey, buddy. Arctic Timberwolf is here. Good to see you. Phoenix Van Life's here. Guy brought 5 rolls of real VU war nickels into the shop on Tuesday. Yeah, they can go, you know, 10, 20, 30 bucks. Let me find these. Okay, where do I want to look? Where would I put those? Nope, nope, nope. They're not here. Wow. I'll put it up in there. Nope. Huh. How about down on this shelf? Jesus. Did those things go? Wow. I better contact the buyer. I moved out a whole lot of these. No, maybe 42. Moved out a whole lot of slab nickels the other day. I made a pile of them. Jeez, I hate to think I put 2 full step silver nickel MS66s in there because, you know, those are 50 bucks a piece. Wow, I'll never find it on the desk. Wow. That's why I'm always bitching about how bad this desk is. Well, somebody will get that and say, aha, we got a bonus. Huh. What's in here? Nothing. Maybe on that table over there. Okay, well, that'll suck. Well, they were just sitting on a shelf otherwise. Okay, let's move this. Put something else in there for a little bit. Give her something different to stare at. Here's those BUs. Where did the seals go? Oh, and there. There's a bunch. You just stare at those babies. Slide them off. But if you know about this stuff, you can tell the difference between, you know, a coin that's worth face value and a coin that's worth, you know, 10 bucks. Ooh, that's a $10 coin. Or this one's good for $1, or $2, or whatever the hell. Or, you know, say 10 to 12 bucks. 3 bucks, 4 bucks, 80 bucks. You know, 750. 10, 15. What do you got on that one? Probably 40 bucks, I think. Real pretty things. You know, for the same coin, the same date, if this one was kind of worn down just a little bit, it'd be good for 25. Right, but she's got every bit of detail on her hair. Right, you get every bit of detail on the wing tips and the top of the wing on the bird. Right, or you got the cotton in her hair. If you can pick out that the cotton in the hair has no wear, right? That's the cotton. Versus a coin that does have wear. Perhaps you got some wear on the top of her hat or the hair above her ear, right? That's a subtle difference between something that's going to get MS64 and something that's going to get AU58, right, or MS63, and that little difference in grade can be twice the value. Seriously, on some of this stuff. I'm going to check them for full step so bad, but it's a business. Check them. Hey man, if you know, show your value to the boss. You can show the boss that you're worth more. Oh, so much the better. I'm going to smoke. This is how I smoke. Dum, dum, dum. There. That's all I do. Just cover the damn coins if you're going to smoke. There. See, there's the coins. And there's a cover. That don't need to be covered. It's in a slab. I'm trying. Coins, you can do things with these coins. If you can get the slab, you can spend your time on eBay looking for decent deals, right? Get the slabs. You don't have to grade them. They're already graded, right? You can go in with an idea of the value Oh, good. I know what an MS-64 peace dollar in 1922 is going to sell for typically. But if you can get, you know, a $10 savings on a decent deal on a, you know, a $40 or $50 coin, and then take it to a coin show and set up a table, right? And if all you did, you got 200-300 coins across that table, and if all you did was make $1 on each one, right, and you sold 200 of the darn things, well, it'd be a couple of $100, wouldn't it? That's not a bad weekend day. You know, 2-day show, get more coins. I've done coin shows. You can pick up some serious sales. You know, $1,500, $2,000, just selling stuff like this. What else you got going on? You have a yard sale and you're all excited because you brought in $142 on old lawnmower parts. I got some fake slabs. I found a 42/1 Merc he didn't know he had. That was a fake slab? Well, no matter. You get the 42/1. I'm going to smoke now. Is that the right side? Ken, tell me about the silver mint proof nickel. Mint proof nickels. Okay, you got silver nickels produced from 1943 to 1945. Okay, they're made in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. There are no proofs on these silver nickels. There are proof 1942 nickels, but they're not silver because World War II, they stopped proof production. They needed, you know, free up the men, free up the resources, not make collector coins for the duration. It was 1950 before they came back. 28,000 on 1942 proofs. Okay, but on the silver nickels, the ones that they're 35% silver. They got manganese, copper. It's in there. Throw it in. But you're looking for, you know, a P. The size of this P will be upright and over the dome, right? Perhaps a D, the size of these letters, maybe a little bigger right here. Be an S, just like that, right here over the dome. And the coins are kind of gray in color. I probably have some over on the table here. Let me see if I can find one. No, this is just old. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I know they're here. They have to be. Okay, how would it be? No. Oh. Oh. Nope. Huh. That's darn peculiar for those to disappear. Nope. Okay. I don't see those things anywhere. No, I had some more nickels, but they were, I think the nephews got the silver ones. Season. Yeah. You know, these are older nickels. Just scattered across the table. I'd gone through a pile of change. 1946, they were back to nickel. And the mint mark over the dome disappeared. What do you got here? 49. Move the mint mark back to the side of the Monticello. What was that one? 1970D. I don't know why I keep that one. 54. You got to get one of everything. 54D. Date. 47. Yep. 52. P. A lot of P's in Florida. Here's a D. I see a little D. If you got a big D above the dome, you got silver. You get a little D or no letter anywhere or a little S over here, and it's not silver. What's that one? 1940. Bagel slash, no good. But you keep them. I do. 1942P, type 2 nickel in proof. They do have a proof. Okay, that may be, you know, I got that checklist over here. Let's go to the screen. Screen. Coin inventory and checklist. We got Jefferson nickels. They did make some. Yes, they made 27,600 silver proof nickels. And that's it. The rest of them, they were no more proofs until 1950, when they made 51,000 of them. Okay, that's it. The one proof nickel. You better get one of those if you want a tight collection. You want a tight set, you're going to need a silver proof nickel. What's the price on those things, Ron? How do we get back to where I was? Yeah, what's the market value on a 1942 silver nickel? Might be. What is going on? Stop it. Get out. There. Home. We're home. You can't focus, but we're home. Hi, Harold's here. We're just hanging around, Raven. Looking at ways to improve the channel. We're talking about that. People ask questions, we answer. Then I go looking for coins that I can't find. That's how it usually works around here. Why not? It's, what is it, 5:30 in the morning over here? I don't know what it is where you are. That, no, 1999P, proof SBA, are the only two mint proof coins. Oh, they got there's plenty of proof P's. Oh, let's see. What's that one? Macadams. Let me just see what. Oh, what's in here? Oh, what's in there? Nope. Different package. Nope. Maybe I don't have any. Okay, well, there's a lot of modern commemorative coins that have a P mint mark. What's this one? That's an S. Lots of modern commemoratives. Dollars and half dollars. We have one around here somewhere. They don't last. They go. That guy buys everything I got. I just keep on buying more. Anything in here? Nope, nope, nope. Well, that's terribly disturbing. I can't find those 2 coins after shipping out a whole pile of nickels. We're passing the hat for whores and blow. Yep. Only 2, but before what, 99 or so, before 82, yeah, no P proofs. Ain't gonna happen. What was that? Was that a P proof on that 42? Come back. 1942 P. Yep, silver proof. Okay. How about the Roosevelt? Anything there? No, they didn't start those till after the war. Quarters. 1942 P proof. Okay, that makes sense. They made the proofs at Philadelphia up until 1964. Oh, there you go. I know I have something here. What's that? Oh, mail. There you go. Find it. Screen, scope. There you go. 1964. Philadelphia. Proof. It's in a holder. Let's take it out. Put it up on there. Flip it over. Okay, flip it over this way. There you go. That's a proof. 1964. No cameo on this one. P. After 68, when they began proof production again, they made them in San Francisco. Okay, there's lots of them, but not that many. We'll keep that in here. I think it's got a bit of debris on it or something. No matter. We'll keep them tidy. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. You got to remember this stuff. Okay, let's see. We got the home. Yeah. Let me find the chat. I'm going to go here. And I come up here. There, I can see the chat. 2 days at Miss Kitty's place. Yeehaw! Tell me what you want, Johnny. Only one type of P. Only one type has the P stamp, though. 2 types on the 42. You're getting it now. Where's the P stamp? Philadelphia. Now, on your regular coins, non-silver. Let's see. Non-silver Jeffersons. There's going to be no mint mark. Nothing. P didn't have a mint mark until 1980. See, we got one here. I don't have moderns. 2017 was the only year they ever put it on the penny. Yeah, this is a 19. I don't know why this is here. Okay, but P, D, and S are what you're looking at for mint marks. There are other mints that produce coins at other places. Oh, let's see. Here's an O. There it is. O. 1899. Well, what's going on in 1899? The Mississippi River is tearing it up. You got a massive amount of commerce going up and down the Mississippi. They needed a mint, and there it was. O. New Orleans. Right. D. You're moving west. Denver has a great mint. Philadelphia, early, of course, that's New England and around there. And you have no mint mark. 1922, it would be back here. That would be right back in here above the tail. I probably have one. What's that one? Nope. That's the wrong box. Nope. Where'd this come from? That's 1926. And it has, let's not scuff that up anymore. We have to. It has no mint mark, but it would be right in here below the 1, just above the tail. So that's Philadelphia. No mint mark is Philadelphia. Why put a mint mark on everything? Leave one off, you know. It's the original one. That's why they made the darn things. Okay. Heck, I need some coins for my stream. I got coins. You got a stream. We'll work on it. Let me know what you're looking for. Because, man, there's crap all over this table, and it's just taking up the space. It's pretty out of hand sometimes. But you have a P mint mark on the silver war nickels, right above the dome, which this isn't one of them. You got it on the newer coins. What's this one? Okay, that's a D. You get them on pennies on 1 year only. What's that one? There's a P right there. What's the date on that? 2001 on the Rhode Island. Looks like a D, except it's a P. Okay. You get missing P's, or missing D's, which is not really a D. You get a 1922 D that has no mint mark. There's a problem with the die, and they call it a 1922 P, but it's a plane, not Philly. It was still made in Denver. Just make me up a pack of what you have. Okay. How much money you got? How many coins you need? What are you needing? What are you looking for? You know, give me some idea. You know, and send me an email right here. Say, this is what I want. I want some of these. And I'll get you a price, and we'll go from there. Probably forgot. I used to learn something new every day. Now I forget something every day. You'll get there one day. I have faith in you. Just make me up a pack. I got some stuff around here. God, there's all kinds of crap. Jesus. We'll work on it. What do you like? Proofs? Uncirculated? Slabs? Mint sets? Proof sets? Wheats? Jesus, the wheats. Place is lousy with wheats. Something to make my stream better. Isn't that what we're looking for? That's why this whole thing started. I was looking at the analytics on mine, and I'm not getting the performance that I'm hoping for. 6 months later, the progress and growth isn't really taking off. So how do I make it take off? And I'm going to work on some different ideas. But some of the shows, I'm spending a lot of money, and I'm just spinning my wheels. Wednesday Wheats, I think, is going to come to an end. I'll use the time for something else. Coin class, possibly. We'll see. I want to keep at least the Friday show, and we'll move the big show on Sunday to prime time. Your auction win is in the mail. Oh, no, but you didn't send shipping. You got to pay for shipping, man. You should know this. We all know this. It's a bear. I send shipping. Shipping is an administrative cost. See somebody charging $5 shipping on a nickel, you got a problem. $3? Nobody's got a problem with paying $3 for shipping if you got tracking. You know, you charge them $3 for shipping and stick it with a stamp on there. That pisses off a lot of people. Jesus, if you're gonna get into the realm, take the plunge into selling coins. That's stuff you don't do, you must do. And people have no problem paying the $3 to ship and tracking and bubble mailers. But boy, they get pissed off if you do anything wrong. That's all right. A better camera that ain't 240p will help you. This one sucks. It's on the computer. This one's okay, but it doesn't want to focus ever. Okay, it's a $50 Walmart computer. It gives me a wider shot, but I'm working on that. The content's good, even if the photos are a little off. Give me something to change that. Ding. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it's bullshit. That's the best you're going to do with that right now. There you go. Hey, you want some half dollars, Harold? Boy, have I got a deal for you. Penny books aren't teaching, they tell me. So I charged $4, had to pay $11. Dance Go albums? If they get coins in them, you can't send them media. Oh, I see. I got screwed on media mail today. Penny books, if they have pennies in them, you can't go media. All you can do is ship the album, right? I can ship these media mail. These qualify as media, as long as there's no pennies in them, right? Now, media mail, they're gonna stamp on that thing, you know, okay to inspect, and they will open it from time to time. You know, they'll take a sampling and they'll open some of your media mail stuff and check it. And if you got coins in there, they're gonna bill you. Right? You've got to pay this, and if you don't pay it, they shut off your PayPal account. That's the way that works. You know, that board last night in the old penny book. I might have missed that part. I just stopped in long enough to grab them dimes. People don't want to watch blurry video these days, especially the younger folks. The younger folks are screwed up. You got a whole generation of people that are just kind of not right. They can't handle anything that's not exact. They don't eat the crust on their toast, right? If their ice cream is a little bit melted on one side and it's not even with the melt on the other side, it's a problem. I don't think they're going to make it really. Just push them all into the ocean. They wouldn't let me send penny book media mail. Go to a different post office. They were wrong. It should go media mail. Okay, you can fit 2 of these in the right size package. You want the link for these? What are these? I have to find out. Where's my... Oh, 7 by 9, thereabouts, maybe. Inside dimensions, 6.5, probably 8.5, right? Media, book. Whole thing's in there. I forget what these are, 10 cents each, you know, thereabouts, maybe 10.5 cents a piece. They're bubble mailers. They get that little strip you peel off, and dude, you ain't ungluing that. They fit. You can wear them as a hat. They're handy. Do you need the link? I'll get you the link. You get the whole case. I don't know, 250 or so. I forget. I get a bunch of it now and again. One size. I use it for everything. If I get busier, I might get a smaller package, but the shipping labels, that's why I love this size. It costs 50 cents if you put in a regular envelope. The problem with a regular envelope, putting a piece of coin in a regular envelope, is they get machined. There you go. These are read by machines. See, you put a coin in there, let's say a penny or whatever the hell, and that machine reader has some tight turns, right? I mean, they just zip, and they read the zip code, and there are some tight turns in there, and if you turn that thing sharply enough, you're going to tear that penny right out of there, right the hell out. I have gotten just an envelope with a stamp and a tear. Dude, $3, you track it. You don't get nobody saying, I didn't get my package. Yeah, you did. You just want your money back. Get the tracking, seriously. If you're going to send a coin in a plain envelope, right, you've got to make that thing stiff as a board. Just a $5 bill? Okay, do they want creases in the $5 bill? Because they're going to turn that thing, I mean, 90 degrees easily to make it go through their machines. Now, for an extra 21 cents, you get the penguin stamp, right? And you can write non-machinable on it, but it doesn't matter. They're still going to stick it into their machine. They're government workers. Come on. They don't machine these babies. And if they do, you got padding. Give it padding. Ooh. Add some cardboard. That ain't gonna bend. Padding. You got armor. Soft and hard. This ain't hard. This ain't brains. You know, it's not rocket science. You got a coin. Where's that knife? I always had a razor blade right here. Where the fuck is my goddamn razor blades? Oh, there you go. Okay. Cardboard. You see the grooves in the cardboard, right? All right, let's lose this. Here, I'm gonna put a slab in there. All right, I'm gonna score it. I'm not gonna cut all the way through. I'm just gonna score it. Can we see? No, just a score. I'm gonna put another score over here. Oops, not that far away. All right, now I got 2 scores. There you go. But look, I can do this. Huh? I got mail. So I've got padding. This came from Paula. Paula, you still here? This is Paula's padding. They give you these, they give them to you, the padded mailers up at the post office. Right? But if people are sending you coins, well, they're going to send you some packaging material. Don't throw it away first thing. Keep some till you have, you know, a box full of the stuff. Because I got bubble wrap. Bubble freaking wrap. Okay. I'm going to mail that slab. I want to wrap it in bubble wrap. So it'll take, you know, some softness. Just like that, huh? Now I want to give it some armor. I stick it in there. Add a little bit of tape. And that baby ain't going nowhere. There you go. I got bulletproof shipping. That didn't cost me nothing. Now what's in there? I got a proof 69. The mailman does that with your coins. No shit. They're brutal. Yeah, we did it. Now I have a proof 69 with a crack in it. Okay, so I'm going to improve. I have a lot of faith in my packaging methods. Okay, but I got this for a pretty good price. No problem. I could re-slab it for $12. Alrighty. Where did I go wrong? I think it was excessive handling. Now those are they're plastic, and yeah, I might have hit something a little hard. Maybe the scissors. No matter. That'll be packaging material the next one. You know, take a coin and beat the shit out of it, and you will learn how to pack your coins. And if you get any damage, you didn't do a good enough job, because the post office will offer no mercy. It will give no quarter. Here. That's all right. The coin is still good. Yeah. Who wants to buy a coin? $5. It has a little crack in it. But it is uninjured. The coin is uninjured. You'll buy it? There, that's yours. $5. Lemon head. I'll get you a lemon head. $5. 2018S. Busted half. It's not a bust half, it's a busted half. There you go. There's a decent, you know, proof. You can take that out, and you can probably sell that for 10 to 15, even without the slab. Yeah. Do we get any damage on the coin? Not a bit. Yeah, we still held part of that slab was still good. Hopefully it'll get there whole. I will ship it better. Send me an e-voice. I sure will, just not right now. There you go. $5. That'll work. Sometimes I get stuff on eBay for a good price. And yeah, you can abuse your coins and not fear losing much. But if you don't abuse your coins, are you testing your packaging? You must push yourself. Test your packaging out. Was there not enough padding? Was there not enough armor? I think in that case it might have been a little rough handling. Well, how do you defend against rough handling? A second layer of padding? If you got a $15 coin, some bubble, some cardboard, you're probably going to be pretty good. If you got a $750 coin, I would pack that in steel. Okay? I want to see, get away from the idea that an envelope is good enough. Be professional. Move up to that professional level where you have solid shipping with tracking, with padded envelopes, with armor. And you're going to find you're going to get a better customer out of that. Better customer because, well, geez, they're more demanding. The people who are going to spend $5.50 for a stamp as a hassle, they're not doing you any favors. Give them what they want, and they will come back, or they'll go away, depending on the movie you're watching. You got it in 2 blue boxes and the nickel slab. Which one? That one? I think I had 9 on that. And I got a couple more nickel slabs around here somewhere. Oh, let's see. Where's the nickel? I don't know what the hell it is. What's the date on that? 2018S. There it is, nickel. There was a $9 bill on that. Yep. That's a 9 right there. Where the hell did it go? That's a 9. 15 for the $50. 37 for the 2011 proof set. 165 for the. Oh, I didn't make the Woody didn't make the show. Damn it! But the $6 is for the the PCDS blue boxes. There you go. They're only $6 a piece, but the shipping on there is a bear, and I can fit 2 into one of these. And it's like $7.10 for shipping, but I gotta drive to the post office, and that's 15 miles. But I gotta pick up mail anyway, so I do $7.50 for shipping, and they'll hold up, and hopefully they won't break. But we only broke one side. Okay, we broke 2 sides. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do that again on a live show. That'll get some attention. There, it's fixed. Good as new. Not a thing to it. Yeah. GoPro, really, if you want to get into the business, be a pro. If you're doing second-rate workmanship, people know that this is not, this is not a protected coin. It's stuck between a couple of, playing cards. Put a stamp on it. People, they respect a $3 shipping job where you got some padding, where you got some cardboard. Padding don't cost nothing. They will give you go down to the post office, say, can I get some bubble mailers? How many would you like? Dozen? Here you go. And they'll give you a dozen at a time. Look, it don't cost nothing. There's no cost here. You can order them from the post office, and they'll drop off a case at your house. Up there, second shelf. Let me get this damn thing right. Second right here. Yeah, just above my finger. Beside the copper, those are bubble mailers. I got more color. On top, we got medium boxes, small flat rate boxes. We got, all that crap. That's where I keep that. They don't cost nothing. Cardboard. That's cardboard I took from a box that boxes. This is the cardboard from the box that the envelopes came in, which I can't find those. Cardboard is free. Tape. Tape is $1 from the dollar store. What do I have into it to ship that package? $0.10. 10 cents. Let's see. Shipping label I just got. 200 for $8. Something like that. So what's that going to be? 16 cents. Yeah, the shipping label is more than the envelope, right? The printer cartridges, that's probably, Jesus, that's probably like a quarter. Those things aren't cheap at all. But you're not spending that much. I don't have 50 cents into the shipping on, you know, the $3 package, but then there's the shipping itself. Yeah, $2.50 to $3 because PayPal keeps a piece of the action. The actual shipping starts at $2.62 or some darn thing, right? You don't make much on the shipping. You break even. If it costs you 20 cents, you know, if you're losing 20 cents, that's not too much. Consider that an investment in your customer, because you get a customer that demands better. You get a customer who will spend more and come back again. That's the big thing. You give them crappy service. I get my coin from person A or person B. It costs the same thing at either place, right? Person A packs his shit tight, right? Bulletproof. Person B sticks a stamp on an envelope and says goodbye, good luck. Who am I going to go back to when it's time for me to buy another coin? The pro or Mr. Stamp Man? Get your thermal label printer, no ink. Whew, I'll have to try that out. Of course, then I got to get thermal. I just picked up all these freaking ding dongs here. Yeah, I tried some eBay ink cartridges. You know, the refurbished bullshit. Lasted 2 weeks, empty. What the fuck is this? I'll go to Walmart and get my ink. Geez, at least it'll last for a couple of months. But we had a lot of shipping there too. But yeah, that sucked. I'm gonna keep on shopping. Office Max for the inkjet cartridges. I'll have to look at the thermal. Makes sense. Gets pretty warm here in the summer. Dymo for the label printer? Oh, for the printer. Dymo. I don't recognize it. Do I need a different size? Like the roll of printer cartridges? Label printer. Do I have a... No, I sent back... I sent your last package back to you. It's packaging on the next shipment. So I check yours. So mine come out looking just like that. Because that's somebody else's. See, look at this. USPS tracking. If you're going to ship coins, get the tracking. It comes with the $2.62, right? If it goes 8 ounces, it's a little more. Still, you know, what, $2.77 or something like that. Right? I can fit up to £1 in first class shipping. £1. After that, they don't even pick it up on the mailbox. I got to run it to town. No cartridge. It's on my list. Most times when the customer feels like they got over on the seller, they come back with friends. Yeah, hell, I got one over in the cellar. You got to check this guy out. You're darn right. Yeah, you get a good deal. Tell your buddies. Dana boy leave private message on YouTube and got no reply. Sean loves you, Dana. You better call him back. Laser printers are the way to go. Burning lasers are all thermal. You don't need to say thermal, just laser. Okay. I'm a little behind. I don't know how my cell phone works. I had that shut off because I just wasn't using it. What kind of pack can I fix? What are you looking for? You want halves? I got bunches of halves. You want BU wheats? I got, dude, I got BU wheats like you never seen. All right, nickels. I've got some stuff coming right now. I've got all kinds of proofs. Oh, Jesus. How many you want? What denomination? What color you like? We got all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Dimes. I got not a whole lot of dimes. I'm not a big dime fan. I've got state and ATB quarters. I'm sure somewhere around here. I'll take some. Take some dimes. Oh, good. I'll take the dimes then. Thank you. Proof sets, mint sets. Oh, BU memorials. There's a neat one. Plenty of those. Oh, those steels. Those gorgeous steelies. Oh, those are gorgeous. I don't want to make a bad name for him, but he needs to reply. Who needs to reply? And about what? Oh, Sean, I got email from you. I'm looking at it. Not right now, but shortly. Color lasers and the black and white lasers. I need a black and white printer. That's all. How do I message on YouTube? You go to your home page on YouTube, and then on the left side you got, let's see, home. Go to screen. There's a screen. Okay. Can we see the screen? All right, there's the page. You got your Creator Studio, you know, your home page type stuff, and you go down to Community. Now, I can't hit that right now because it'll kill this, but inside Community you got private messages and stuff. Oh, there we go. So there's my Creator Studio. 1,227 subscribers. I got 2 in the last 12 hours. Okay, I go to Community. I click on that and it'll open up. There you go. You get messages, the subscribers, and you get messages. Sometimes you get them likely spam, and it's regular people just saying, "Hey, man, what do you got going on?" But messages, you get into that, and it'll give you messages. And I haven't checked this in like forever. Sparrow says, Mudswat says, Native Chicks coins. She looks hot. I better check her out. There's Lemonhead. You ever heard of a 72D cent double-headed? Having an auction. Okay, here's some spam. Who sent me spam? What are you thinking? Billy Joe, Big Daddy, Tuesday morning, John Co. This is not spam. Logan's. He's in the spam directory. Logan, what are you doing in the spam? I'll approve the comment. Jim Cozier gets approved. I don't know, Big Billy Joe, Big Daddy Lego. No, okay, we'll let that run. We'll let that one slide. But anyway, yeah, that's where you get messages. Oh, let's see. There's the analytics. Look at this slide. This needs addressed. How do we get back there? There's that. And there's... We made it. We're home. Yep, and apples are apples. I bought a lot of 4 coins and paid $3 shipping. I received 1 coin in a small letter envelope and 2 stamps on it. Sean Roberts, you had an unscrupulous seller, right? If you're paying $3 for shipping, they need to pay $3 for shipping. You should have a bubble mailer, right? Printed postage, or at least from the post office, USPS first class with tracking. You didn't get what you paid for. You paid for customer service, and you got fucked. You send those coins back. Did you get them on eBay? Send them back. Make sure they pay the shipping, and fuck those guys. If somebody's screwing you, shove it right back up their ass. You send a message, just go. If you got it through eBay, just hit the return. All right, a little button says return. Hit that button. Take a picture of what you got. Say it isn't what was, you know, there's a problem with it that can't be seen. It wasn't seen on in the photos. And eBay will see to it. You can print a shipping label. Oh, I got one started. It takes me 3 hours to smoke one of these. Who is it? I don't know. You get 30,000 people selling on eBay. Some of them are fly-by-nighters. They get in there thinking they're going to make a fortune, try it out, you know, get fucked on eBay fees. Geez, if you make 25% on the sale of a coin, eBay and PayPal are going to take you for half of what you make. Seriously, you get 10% eBay, 3% PayPal. That's 13%. If you're clearing 26%, they're getting half of your money. Okay, I'm going to delete that comment, Sean, for now. Okay, I'm going to remove that comment for now. I don't know if that worked. Let me try that again. Okay, there, I think it worked. I'm going to delete that comment. We don't need to name names right here. Get a hold of him. I'll send a nice message. If he's screwing you, he needs to be made aware of what is wrong, because, dude, you can't do that. My cigars get relit a lot. Oh, it takes me 3. I talk too much. Okay, I need to do a video on proper mailing techniques. Yeah, if you want to sell coins, you've got to have a grip on shipping. People aren't going to spend $3 on shipping, and they get $1 worth of shipping. No, that is animosity just waiting to happen, and you will throw customers. It is so hard to get a customer. Dude, it is impossible to get one customer. And when you get one, if you fuck it up because your shipping methods are unsound, you just blew all your time. Customer service. 2 coins, 2 dealers, same price, same coin. That guy has good shipping, and this guy has crappy shipping. And it comes down to customer service is the only thing that separates you from that other guy. And if you want to get repeat business, you better give him good customer service. It's the same with any other company. Have you ever operated a company? You wonder why your boss says, smile at these people. Because across the street, his employees are smiling at their customers. Your people are, what do you want? Leave me alone. Go away. That's how you that's how you shut down a business. That's how you cut your own throat. You can't do that. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and we're all eating milk-bone underwear. That's how that works. Okay, I'll send him a message. Yeah, let's not name people in the group if they're in the group. If they're got an idiot on eBay, that's a different story. But we're here to look. In 5 years from now, all these people on YouTube will have gone our separate ways. We'll be doing different things. We will hardly ever know. Who's it? Lemon who? Never heard of him. No idea who that is. You know, Sean who? Dana Boyle. Why would you boil her? Never heard of her. In 5 years, go back 5 years. Who you were talking to on these social networks? It's a totally different batch of people. Don't wish that shit on me. But you got to learn while you're here. So when you go to where you're going to be in 5 years, I'll have like 500 subs. How many you got now? A couple of hundred? Everybody take a moment and go subscribe to Lemonhead Penny. Let's see. My first business was shoveling snow. And I shoveled snow when it was hard work. It's in Maine. If it snows once, it's hard work because it's 14 feet of freaking snow. And you make $4 and a couple of cookies from an old lady who thinks that's good pay. Well, it might have been back in, the 1930s or the 1800s. But it's a lot of work. Well, no matter. If you're smart, you can take that $4 on the cookie, sell the cookie, invest the $4 in some penny rolls, and come out with, $5. If you're going to operate a business, customer service is really key more than anything else. McDonald's has hamburgers. Wendy's has hamburgers. The same damn thing. It's a piece of ground beef on a corn muffin, microwaved, covered with canola oil, and slathered with salt. It's the same damn thing. An hour after you eat it, you feel like throwing up. They're not that good. You want a good burger? Come to my diner. I'll give you a damn good burger. Right? Made with real beef. And none of that freaking compressed crap from factory animals either. Uh, it's customer service. You want to bring people back? I can't open a diner and sell crap and expect people to come back. I can't charge them, $5 for a bowl of soup and expect them to come back. And the soup tastes like urine. You can't do that. There's a recipe in every business. It's quality, right? The product has to be of good quality. There's value. The price of the product has to be right for what you're offering. Now, some people like a little cheaper. Okay, well, that's understandable, but you're gonna suffer on the quality. But if you can get them good quality at a fair price, you've got value. Now, add to this, you're treating them right. Here you go, sir. Have a nice day. It don't cost nothing to say, hey, how you doing? Come on in. Sit yourself down. Make yourself at home. That costs nothing. But if you go to the table and say, what'll it be? What'll it be, mister? Huh? What? They're going to go someplace else where the people are chipper. You want to be surrounded by jerks and assholes? It's the best way to shut a place down. And if you're giving them $1 worth of shipping and charging them $3, they know it. It is unmistakable. You know it first and foremost. How do you hide that? No way to look or friend you on Facebook. Go to, on Facebook, there's a group you can look up. It's called YouTuber Coin Community, right? Even if you're not friends with somebody, you join the group, and if they're in the group, you can talk. You can show pictures and links and stuff, which you can't do over here in the chat. 300 something subs. I used to have 300 subs, and it wasn't that long ago. Man, I look at these other channels, they get 10,000 subs. He's been on for like 2 weeks. I think he paid somebody. Facebook is poison. Well, you get the same thing on MeWe, but without the rage. I will know who you are till the day I die. I've learned so much from you about coins. I have no choice but to remember your name. Thank you. Wait till the book comes out. I think it's my next step is to write the book. I've been threatening it for years. I got the outline done. I got half the chapters half done. I just need to get the other half done and then, do a lot of editing. Gosh. I need a lot of photos. My photos are better. CIA isn't on MeWe, I hope. CIA is everywhere. Talk into the camera. Nuclear fusion is a reality. I have the formula. They'll be here in 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait a minute. They'll be here any second now. I'll probably lose the stream or something. I only have Facebook for the coin community. That's good. Shall we play a game? I got your opium. 2,000 pounds. Good stuff. It's coming. Give the money to the guy in the bushes. There's nothing secret out there anymore. I already joined coin community. I sent a picture of a dime. Outstanding. I'll get over there and check. I'm gonna relight this cigar because I'm still trying to smoke this thing. You did not hire that. I did not hire that hooker. Yep. Geez, I could do another class just on selling. Selling coins is it's an advanced step. It's where you're putting that knowledge, all that stuff you've learned, you're putting it to advantage. You can buy coins for $30 and sell them for $40, right? Doesn't matter what you do. You can buy a ground beef for $1 and sell a hamburger for $5, right? As long as you pay the rent, pay for the gas to run the stove, get a good piece of bread, give them a napkin. Now it's just how many of those hamburgers can you sell? And is it a better hamburger than that guy sells? And are you more pleasant to deal with than the guy across the street? And if you can sell enough hamburgers, all your troubles are solved. she was free. Well, I'm missing some part of this conversation. She had your phone number. Free love. Free love. I was born in the 60s. I'm a product of free love. Isn't that wonderful? Now I charge for it. You know, I'll go out with the fat chicks, but they got to pay $1 a pound. I figure, you know, works. Little thing, hey, I'll give you a discount. Big, I got you covered. $1 a pound. I'm sorry, Sean. I hope the jokes don't offend. If I'm not offending you, I haven't been trying hard enough. Please come back tomorrow and give me another chance. And I can't offend you, I swear it. You can sell ice to Eskimos? Great. Sell good quality ice to Eskimos and get those Eskimos to say to their friends, hey, dude, you got to come out check this guy. He's got really good ice at a nice price. I don't have a cell phone. I killed mine. I don't get any service out here. 1953, gone fishing. What are we at, 6:18? We've been on for 2 hours. Can't keep this lit. You don't watch TV, don't listen to radio. I read Drudge. I check out Fox News now and again. I look at MSNBC just to see what kind of horseshit they're spreading. Most of the news is rage. It's just spreading rage. Find a way to divide the people. Keep them divided, and they cannot unite against you. That's the whole darn point. You know, you got the liberals hate the conservatives. Hate them. I mean, it used to be disagreement, right, where you talk about an issue and have, you know, opposing viewpoints. Now it's rage. What? You support that side? You're not noble. You're a scumbag, and your whole family are losers. Not only that, but we need to take your house away from you and throw you in the gutter. That's rage. Yeah, it's all dog and pony. Okay, then you got to have, the rich versus the poor. The rich people, the cause of all their woes. No, the rich people, the reason you have a goddamn job and can buy food that's not, you know, dog food. Now they want to kill each other. Well, let them have at it, man. Put them all in one big room. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. As we Mad Max, let them tear it up. All right, now you got to have the men against the women. Oh, they got that going on now. Oh, Jesus. When does it end? Keep the people, you know, against each other. Put a label on them and divide them. And that way you can conquer them. And then you subject this group to the, you know, the rantings of that group and take away their rights. And next week we'll have another group that'll go after the first group and take away some of their rights. And then you're left and everybody has nothing, and whoever the hell is calling the shots, pretty much makes out like a bandit, doesn't he? Sorry, leaving this chat too. Leave all that behind. You get that in Facebook, and it's pervasive. You see it everywhere. I'm sick of it. Anybody here? Anybody here hate everybody else in this room? No, because here we're unified. We're talking about coins for the most part. You start talking about politics, religion, abortion, modern issues. All you can do is diversify and, you know, divide people. Wedge them apart and just keep splitting that wedge. Religion has no place in an auction. This is not an auction, by the way. Yep, we'll allow it too, Ken, LOL. I will drag them around the desert till the stupid die off. Oh, God, the stupid people. Have you been to Walmart lately? Check that shit at the door. You're goddamn right. Oh, geez, he gets so darn sick of it. It didn't used to be this way. This is coins. Coins are good. Coins are bliss. There's nothing wrong with coins. Gosh, but if you're going to run a business, you got to have quality. Right? There's a formula. You got to have customer service. Does it matter if they're a Democrat or Republican? Because the coins that he's buying, well, if you can keep on selling coins, you can pay your light bill. You can buy groceries. You can get your car insurance paid. You can put a new tire on your car. Yeah. So what are you giving up if you, have rage against all these people? You're not going to be you're going to keep working for that man. You're going to keep working that job you don't like, doing something you don't want to do. There's so much opportunity out there. I've been self-employed for probably half of my adult life. And the other half, I was working for somebody else, usually in an odd slot. I mean, I wasn't standing in a position, serving a particular function, putting tab A and tab B. I put on boots and yell at people 3 times my size and say, dude, you're doing it wrong. And then hope the hell he doesn't swing and kill me. There's a different perspective when you have your own business. Whoa, stop coming to my auction for that? Jesus hung out with whores and tax collectors and leopards. Do you have an extra D in there? Leopards. Yeah, they got spots. I don't think that's going to smoke at all. Maybe I got the pack wet. In God we trust. Yep. If you got a God, pray to him. Because this world needs a lot of help right now, I can tell you that. Where's it going to go? Who knows? There's always been the struggle of the powerful elite to further control, well, everyone else. Usually the ignorant masses. And if you can make them ignorant, so much the easier. Jokes and all, I don't take anything personal. It's all good. I hear something that bothers me, I ignore it. I had a girl like that. If it bothered her, she'd just ignore it. I can't come over tonight. Why not? Oh, because I got drunk and got arrested. No response. She just ignored it. Oh, well, tomorrow maybe. Yeah, can you help me with bail? Nothing. Okay. Can you call my brother and let him know where I am? I'll see what I can do to help. He'd bail me out. Then I'd go over, and she didn't want to talk about the whole jail thing. Yeah. Well, anyway, I like to talk about the opportunity. I'll buy y'all a drink. I'd like to buy you 12 drinks, Dana. There, that's the key to success right there. But I'd like to talk more about the opportunity and what you can do with these coins. Because there's a lot of potential here to change your situation, right? Get rid of the hate, ignore the hassles and you're not no because you believe in somebody else's philosophy. Skip that and let's talk about what do you want with your life, because there's more out there. I kept saying to one boss, I had this job, it was a good paying job, hard hat, that one. And I kept saying to Randy, I said, man, there's more out there. Because you go into that job and it's brutal. I mean, it's brutal hot. You're breathing, the fumes of the acid or whatever, the dust from the shotcrete. It's a harsh environment. Everything's rough and Jesus, everything's so damn heavy. Doesn't matter what it is. A hammer weighs 20 pounds. God, and big sledgehammers. A short shift is 13 hours. That's a short day. And you might get lunch. You work with Richard Stanton, you're going to go 14 hours, and then, okay, let's take a lunch. Dude, we should have gone home like 2 hours ago. All right, we'll just get this done, and then we'll take a lunch. And that goes on for 7 hours. Yeah. Who's leaving? Yeah, it says that, but I'm not going to get into this. I'm going to get into bed. It's calling my name. You're darn right. Awesome stream. Yeah, they seem to like these impromptu streams where I just kind of talk. But anyway, I want to talk about the opportunity, right? I'm working this job. I said, Randy, there's more out there. Because, we're working this one job and it's the same thing for, 2-3 months at a time. 7 years straight, 7 days, 10 to 15 hours. And what do you got to show at the end? You worked so darn hard, you had no life. You had no... Jesus, there's more to it than just humping. There is so much more out there. There's good times. There's memories. There's time with your family, right? There's the freedom to do as you please. If I want to sleep in till 10 o'clock, I sleep in. And if I get up and feel like going back to bed, I go back to bed. 2 broken backs. 2 of them. Not one. 2 broken backs. Yeah. You just need a vehicle to get there. Like I said, if you can sell a hamburger and make $1 and people are happy, now it's just how many hamburgers can you sell? And well, pretty much before you know it, you're free. Most people, they work for, low wages, 7, 8, 10, maybe 15 or $20 an hour. Union scale wages, maybe $25 an hour. You're still on wages. The time you put in, not the effort, right? Not the caring, not the passion you put in, but the time you put in gets you that paycheck. And I hope the paycheck's good. If the company goes belly up, that paycheck stops coming in. Now what? Something like this, if you learn the skills that will allow you to look for opportunity, then you become immune. You become safe from that storm out there that's, that is a paycheck away from starvation. That paycheck stops coming in, you lose your house, your car, right? They come and pick up your furniture because you borrowed that from, the buddy buy, right? Or whoever the rent a furniture guy is. They kill off your insurance, so you can't drive your car. They took the car because you couldn't make the payments on that. You got your whole life in payments. Nothing's paid for another 10 years. And by then you're going to pick up more payments and go from there. And you depend on that one single income. There's more out there. Look, here's a second income. You know where to get these coins. You know where to find them. And you can find them for a fair price and market them for a fair price and still make a few dollars. Yes, it might take some investment. $500 worth of equipment. And $500 is a big hassle for a lot of people. It really is. Massive. Half the people in the United States don't have $500 in their bank account, if they have a bank account. 75% have less than 1,000. Kids were in private school. Well, I spent money like it was God. Jesus. Well, that's another story for another time. Yeah, where does the money go? It's gone. I got these from the store. What is it? It's a cover for the Kleenex box. It looks like a cow. Are you serious? I worked for how long for that? Oh, it was only $14. $14 for a cover for a Kleenex box. And then you argue for 3 hours about this cover. It's knitted, it's black and white, kind of like a cow, goes over a freaking box of Kleenex. The Kleenex are already in a box, right? It's got flowers on it. You got to decorate the box with this knitted thing that took me, an hour of humping at a job I didn't want to be doing, in a place I didn't want to be doing it, with people I didn't want to be doing it with, to pay for this damn thing. I'm dying. I was one of them poor people before I found a love for coins. Look, for years I worked in restaurants. I could always get a job in a restaurant, right? I can cook, dude. I can cook. Always. I could leave this restaurant, go across the street, and be working later that day and never miss a paycheck. I walked into places and said, "Hi, I'm looking for a job. Can you start right now?" I've gone into restaurants, I knew who I was. And I'm filling an application. The owner comes by and says, "What are you doing?" "I'm filling an application." He takes it, tears it up. "Get in there." And I'm working right now. And you can make a decent, you can make an honest living. It's not a great living. It's wages, maybe a few bucks above minimum wage, but I'm not driving a Porsche, right? And you get into that rut, if you will, where this is kind of your place and, you have a $25,000 lifestyle. It's a decent apartment. The light bills are paid. You can get hamburger and chicken and pork and rice and potatoes, but you're not eating steak every night, right? You've got clothing, a good suit in case you need a good suit, right? You got work clothes and you got shoes that, when they wear out, you can get another pair of shoes, right? And you got a car. It's a few years old. It's not, the best. And it's expensive if you got to fix it. And there's not a whole lot left, though. And there's more out there than fitting into a slot, having a mandated lifestyle. People don't know what it's like to go from you know, $25,000 lifestyle to now you have a job that's paying 2.5 times as much. And then what? Well, suddenly that lifestyle I had before seems kind of meager. Geez, I can get a better apartment. I get a washer and dryer. Got a new truck. Geez, these shoes, these really are trash. I get some decent clothes. While I'm at it, instead of having these 17 plates that none of them match, I can get a full set of dishes. You know, good stoneware. Looks good. I guess I'm trying to get that old couch out of here. A lot of times your lifestyle will rise to meet your income. Oh, actually, a lot of times it rises to exceed your income. I was doing great before, and now I'm making twice as much, but I'm just as broke. Okay, well, I'm just as broke, but at a better standard of living. Now I got cable TV, I got a cell phone, I got internet service, I got all this other crap that I didn't need before. Huh. Well, I decided it's working okay, but if I just cut back on some things, I can flush that job altogether. Right now, my bills are $500 a month, and that includes groceries, and I can make that doing this. Huh? There's more out there, and there's more for me later on. I'm sure of it. I wouldn't mind a nicer house. I like the space outside. There's a lot of room out here. Dude, if you don't have 4 or 5 acres outside your house, you really want to try that out. It's kind of nice. You can do all kinds of things, right? I'm actually got plans to put in a jousting arena. No, really, jousting. You know, they got the big pole, and they race at each other, and boink. I think there's a tremendous future in jousting. So I got it all planned. I got it drawn out, right? I got some stakes in the ground, some string going. We're going to put some stables over here for the horses, right? And some for the other guys' horses. And over here, we're going to have a food pit so you can buy meat on a stick. Because Americans love food on a stick, man. Come on, horse. That's the second race. The best of luck. Sending you good vibes. Go Oaksy. Seriously, you can make good money on it. They don't have jousting arenas. They got race cars. They got dog racing tracks. You got what do you got? You get them turtle races, you know, where they got the turtle and another guy brings a rabbit, and lots of people watch that. But jousting, come on, you've seen the movies. That's fun. Whoops, that one went right through his head. Get the guy with this thing going on, huh? Yeah, don't be there when he turns his head, because you got a pole through there. But just think, the live streaming, you don't need patents of nobility. You just show up, bring your horse, protect the horse. I don't care about you, but protect the horse. He's innocent. You're the dumb one. Get on the horse. Here's a pole. Good luck. All right, hit him in the head. You win. What do you win? I don't know. But I think we could market that. But geez, you know, you're working that minimum wage job. You can't afford the ticket to get to the joust. Jousting match today. You going? No. I gotta work. Gotta work? How many times have you said that to your kids? No, I can't go. I gotta work. My nephew is graduating, my sister says, this year. So I said to her, oh, so that means he's in high school already, huh? Are you missing out on things? You know, spending all that time working, are you missing out on some really good stuff? Turtle racing. They have turtle racing. They don't have jousting matches. And I'm sure you could make even if it was a fake jousting match, it could be done. What do you want to do with this life you got? You got all this time, you know, 50, 80, 100 years. I don't know how much. What do you want to do? You want to spend it working for the man? What did you get to the pearly gates and the guy says, what'd you do with your life? Oh, I had a good job and I showed up every day on time and worked really hard. Made some money for the company. Okay, you can come in. All right. And he says the next year, what'd you do with your life? Well, I learned some things, and then I used what I learned and created opportunity for myself and for other people. Now you've done something. I tune into your jousting on the yeah, we're gonna have backyard jousting. It'll work. I think. You know, we gotta There's some regulations to get over. PETA has trouble with that sort of. Maybe we do mechanical horse jousting. Would that work? Just plug it in, start her up, boom, get some lawnmowers going, and just go at it. That's it, lawnmower jousting. I don't have to worry about animal regulations. Let me write that down here. Lawn, okay. But there's other ideas, right? There's the, the chewing gum. Did I tell you about the chewing gum? Where the hell my smoke's going? Oh, okay, you got that Bazooka Joe bubble gum. Remember that? You got the little hard piece of bubble. It's like a rock, right? If you hit somebody with one of these things in a slingshot, it would knock them off their horse. That's that chewing gum they got. But it was wrapped up in this wax paper. But the wax paper was printed with a cartoon. It was called Bazooka Joe. These things were a penny back in the day. I don't know if they still make them or not. But they had the bubble gum wrapped up in a comic strip. That was a dumb joke, you know, Mort, Sully, or whoever else. Mort. I remember Mort and Joe, you know, Bazooka Joe. No, it's not fake news. This is a true story. Well, you got all these kids nowadays. They love this gory crap, right? You know, here's somebody got run over by a tank, right? Or you know, here's a jihadist. He just chopped off somebody's head, or you know, here's a raccoon that got run over by a truck, whatever. And they take pictures and they put them online. Well, what if you took those pictures, right? And instead of the cartoon, you got gruesome gum, right? The parents would hate me. The kids would love it. But I think, you know, you can probably get like 4 or 5 cents. You have to get the copyright on the pictures. You know, here's a gutted deer. Yeah, and you put that on the wrapper for the chewing gum. Is that going to fly? Gruesome gum? I don't know. Maybe. I'll put that on my list of things to do. No news here, just life. Alpha Cape. Did I miss somebody come in? Oh, there he is. Oh, no, we were talking about coins earlier, but then we just started rambling because it seems to be the thing to do. But there is more out there. You know, if you can use the information, you know, about the coins, for example, you can pick up an extra, I don't know, 50 bucks a week, 100 bucks a week. That's enough to change your lifestyle. It would take care of the vehicle. Right? The whole idea of it's rusted, the tires are bald, the engine doesn't want to start, I can't get to work easy because the car's not dependable, all goes away. Right? Dependable transportation. Pretty darn nice. Let's say, you know, you're doing a couple $100 a week. That would take care of dependable transportation and, you know, a comfortable home. Everything works. The water runs where it should run, doesn't run where it shouldn't run. It's warm when it should be warm and cold when it should be cold. Right? The toilet flushes well every time. The light switches work. The appliances do what they're supposed to do. They keep it cold. They get it hot. They make it clean. Whatever the hell it is. I mean, a comfortable home. We're not talking a palace, you know, where you got the marble and granite countertops and the Italian marble and this with the 6 shower heads in the, you know, in the bathroom. But just a decent place where everything works, everything's fixed, it's clean, it's neat, there's no bugs in there. And you don't have a neighbor close enough to borrow. Hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar? I've seen these homes that they're this far apart. You can borrow a cup of sugar and never leave the house. I'm in a garage and I'm grateful. I got an old mobile home, but it was the previous owners added on to it. So it's actually like a double wide because they expanded the whole thing, added it all the way across. There's a garage out here, great porches. We got the shed out back. You know, 3-4 acres of land out there. I got a neighbor over here. If the trees have dropped their leaves and the wind is blowing just right, sometimes I can see their light at night. Otherwise, nice and quiet. There's no cops running up and down the road. Unless they're, you know, running up the road for something, but they're not usually up there. I live in a garage. It's your own space. My sister, she got the 2 boys, right? I'm making good money. I helped her out, you know, with a down payment for a house. But before that house, every couple of years she moves because the landlord goes up on the rent. She's paying, what the hell was it, $900 a month? 900. She don't make 900 a month. I don't know where it's coming from. You know, for an apartment less than half the size of what I got here. Geez, you got a couple of growing boys. Let's put them into a house. You know, they got a base. They got a center in their life. Uh, the difference between owning a house and renting an apartment forever, $5,000-10,000. And if you can pick up an extra $50 a week, you got that house in 3, 4, 5 years. No problem at all. Keep it up. You can pay much of that house off with this. You want to fund your retirement? Geez, you set aside an extra $50 a week now. In 30, 40 years, you get a hell of a nice, comfortable retirement. You can pay for the bills for that house that's paid for, right? That's what this can do. It's not just this, right? There's more. There's always more. I've seen people get in with the coins and they get over to the baseball cards, and then they get into the antiques, and then they open up an antique shop, and then they got 2 antique shops, and then somebody else runs the antique shops because they live in freaking Key West. True story. You got to see past where you are. If you're thinking, I'm just a $25,000 a year lifestyle, maybe you can get a $1,000 raise in a couple of years. There's more. You can make that leap. You can go and develop your own opportunity. And then it's how much do you want out of life? Because life will give you whatever you demand of it. You're not demanding it yet. You haven't learned to demand it. It is out there. There is so much more out there. That's what I'd like to talk about. It'd be like Zig Ziglar. Sorry to hear that, mate. You separated, I take it. I missed something. The wife is in the house. Run! Run for your life! Just in that 20-year itch, plus she's a woman. Well, there's the problem, see. There's no fair. You just hold on and wait for it. Yep. I got no problem with women, really, until they spend $14 on a cover for a Kleenex box because, what? What are you thinking? I'm sure it's nice. Oh, look at a new shower curtain cover. Do you really need to get not only the shower curtain, which is, they're cheap, and if it gets moldy, you throw it away and get their $4, you get another one. Do you also need a curtain on the outside of the bathtub as a decoration? How important is it to decorate a freaking bathtub? Really? You need a cover for the toilet seat? You can't even lift the toilet seat up because the cover. Take the toilet seat off of there. I don't need a toilet seat. Only you need a toilet seat. Neither of us needs to decorate a freaking toilet seat. Stop. I'm just trying to make a nice home. I'm just trying to save $1 for retirement so I can afford some teeth one day. I don't do women too much time and money involved. Oh, God. I needed some shoes. You got 6 pairs of shoes. My mother comes home one day. Oh, look, I bought a new coat. I saved $40. Ma, look in your closet. You got 7 other coats. Why'd you buy another coat? Oh, because it was on sale. I saved $40. Well, if you buy enough coats, you can retire on the savings. No. You got 6 coats you don't wear. You don't need to buy another one. Okay. Well, it was on sale. She couldn't resist. Oh, God. She used to make quilts. Her mother's passed away by now. And she was, 80 or something. I forget. I wasn't paying much attention. But she used to have this quilting thing, right? She'd make quilts. She'd go to the store. I'd give her some money for the heck of it. And she'd go to the store and she'd come back with fabric. Oh, look, I'm making quilts. No, Ma. You spend $100 a week on fabric. You don't have a quilting hobby. You have a fabric buying hobby. You ain't made one goddamn quilt in the past, 30 years I've known you. You've never made a quilt, ever, not one. But you got look, you got this cabinet, 8 feet wide, floor to ceiling, nothing but fabric, right? You got these 3 dressers, right? You bought the dressers. You get that one from the girl because she moved and left the dresser. That's full of fabric, right? You got this closet over here. It's full of fabric. You ain't made one damn quilt. You don't even have a sewing machine. Oh, I'm making quilts. I'm a quilter. Okay, Ma. Okay. Why don't you make a goddamn jacket? You save yourself $40. Oh no, you already saved it by buying 200 on the. Oh, the heck with it. What are you thinking? Are you thinking yarn and fabric everywhere? No, no yarn, just fabric. Right? She had the blue in the pile here, the green over here, and dark green at the top, light green at the bottom. I said, Ma, you gotta invert that, or it's heavy, it's gonna fall over. Oh, you're right. And 2 weeks later, she's got the green, right, where it's sorted from the light on top to dark on the bottom. Oh God, Ma. Who needs that much fabric? You could clothe like Uganda with the fabric she had. You could. It was nuts. Oh, I need some more fat. I gotta make a quilt. I need some more fabric. Why don't you just choose that stuff you get by, like, back in 43, 44. It's a bright green. It's Army surplus. Mom's. One thing about Mom, you can't beat the cooking. I go over there and hit that refrigerator, and dude, her leftovers were better than my home cooking. I go to my sister's house, hit her fridge, meh. It's like weird food. She get that pot roast every Sunday. She makes well, it's not really a pot roast. It's more like a sacrifice to the gods, because this thing is burnt and so dry. You could actually shave. Well, not really shave. You could take a chainsaw and cut off a piece of this pot roast, and if you use it and just moved it around the table, you would take all the finish off that table. That's how hard and coarse and rough that thing was. It was rough. But in the fridge, you got that just weird shit in that fridge. I don't know what she's eating. But Mother's food, there's nothing better. Hit that. It's in there. Whatever it is, I don't care if it's the bowl in the back of the fridge, you can't quite tell what it is. It's better than the bowl in the back of my fridge. And I can't tell what that is, and I put it there. I do sell them, says Harold. What are you selling, Harold? Yarn? He makes hats and slippers and scarves. Go with it. Knit one with a coin right in the forehead. That'll be cool. Yeah, there is no beating Mother's cooking. I'm a pretty darn good cook, but I would cut off my left arm for a pot of my mother's chop suey, because that was some good eating. I could eat like, just the whole pot of it. Just good stuff. He does too. I'll check it. I've been busy trying to chase everything else. Harold's on all the time. I get a notification. Harold's on. Blink. Harold's on. I'll get there. I got 37 other things to do. Now, my brother can't cook. Seriously, him and his wife, they can't. Everything in the fridge is already pre-made, pre-packaged. His wife cooking is so bad, people pray after the meal. God, it's tough. It's Southern cooking, and it's bad Southern cooking. You can't eat that stuff. She gets this broccoli. Now she buys it when it's on sale, like in, May. Okay, puts it in the freezer, and it sits in the freezer till Thanksgiving, when she takes this thing out. And of course, the ice crystals have caked on. It's all dried up and freezer burned, and it's like half a slab of ice on one side. She's gonna thaw that out until she can open the bag and dump out the broccoli. There's ice crystals all over. She cuts it open, dumps it on a lasagna pan, right? And it's just, former broccoli type stuff. And she takes some Velveeta. Yeah, because that's good food right there, yes sirree. And she chops that up and puts it across the broccoli. There's going to be broccoli and cheese, I guess. And she takes a box of them Ritz crackers, because, man, nothing's better than if it's sitting on a Ritz. And that's what? Good food? It's a Ritz goddamn cracker. She's going to crunch them up. Well, they've been in there for a while, and the kids played football with it, so they're probably pretty much already crushed up to some extent. And she's going to cover that, over the broccoli and the cheese, but it's like this thick, right? You get that much broccoli, you get that much cheese, and you got a whole box. Just dump the box of Ritz out, shake it, and get the crumbs, and then tear the cardboard up and put that on top and press it in, and then bake it for 3 hours. Oh, that's some good eating there, she says. I could shit a better pan of broccoli. Seriously, you can't eat that. You touch it to your tongue, and it burns. Even if it's cold, it burns. It's poison, I tell you. You can't eat that. That's why they pray after the meal. I get my mate. I get that, mate. It's nice to be close to them in case you need. I don't know what you're responding to. I can't even read the chat at this point. Let's have some coffee. Oh, God. There's a lot wrong with this world, and I think broccoli and Velveeta are a big part of it. Good broccoli. Fresh broccoli is good broccoli. I did not get any in this year. I really should have. Because fresh broccoli, I mean, out of the field, into the pot, into your belly, there ain't nothing better. Dude, it's good stuff. But it's going to be fresh. If you stick it in the freezer until it's an iceberg, you know, it's a green iceberg, that's wrong. There's something, that's a moral wrong, is what that is. Harold's awesome. Boots and hats. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. It's been working for over 20 years. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah. Well, anyway, I've been rambling for a couple of hours. I originally just wanted to talk about coins and how to improve my channel. Way leads on to way. So what do you want to do with your life? How can, you know, develop just a little side business on coins? You don't have to sell everything. Just specialize in wheat cents. Because you know what's worth it, right? You can grade it easily enough, you know, just look at it's got a scratch. Don't buy that one. Oh, that's a pretty good price on this one. I should buy that. Because you know people who buy wheat cents, right? You know what to buy. We'll just make it all, put it all together. You need a computer, a printer, a little bit of study on how to, you know, print the shipping. And geez, before you know it, you got a little side business. And maybe it works. Maybe you pick up a little. If nothing else, you can use it to, you know, pay for your supplies. You pay for your flips. There you go. Pays for your envelopes. Pays for your, oh, the little baggies you put your, you know, proof sets in. What's that? It pays for your camera, right? I mean, if you made $500, it would pay for the camera, the printer, the computer, all the stuff you need. And let the hobby take care of itself. You want more? You can have it. It's out there. I'm going to do more coin selling. Me too. Well, start simple. You're not going to do it overnight. You're not going to take your knowledge and throw up a shingle and now, hey, I'm a coin dealer, and they rush in. It takes time to establish, you know, a customer base, to establish the protocols and the procedures on how you're going to pack your coins so you can beat the shit out of it. And I mean, and that's the worst thing that happens. Did you see that? Did you see what we did to that coin to break it? That took a lot of work. So 2 PCGS boxes, the half, the nickel. Send PayPal invoice. All right, if you could send me an email, that'd be great, because I get to talking. Okay, let me see. Lemonhead. What we got? 2 boxes. The half. The busted half. All right, the nickel. 2 PCS boxes, a half, and a nickel. Yeah. And we'll go from there. I'll try to get that out. Yeah. It's hard to take notes because I'm going to lose these notes. I got a stack of notes. I got like 6 pages I'm working on. You know, that's my busy list. I get 1 page done, I throw it away. By then I get 2 more pages. Yeah, send me. That's why I have this email. I just put this up for a decoration. Later I'm going to make it black and white and make it look like a cow. Maybe there's a reason I put that email address right there. Check cereal doped in chocolate, covered in powdered sugar, she called puppy chow. And I came running. That's like poetry right there, Arctic. No rush, but I got it now, so no chance of a casino visit screwing it up. Oh, good. But if you get your shit together so you can sell coins, you got, you know, you'll have set up a checking account. You'll have that PayPal account. You probably have a debit card, right? You'll probably have a balance in your PayPal and your checking account. What do you know? Before you know it, you've established the core of your finances, right? You get the computer, the printer, the cameras, right? The tools, the supplies. Well, you can go beyond just coins. Remember them baseball cards you got? Now you got coin business, you got a baseball card business. You put enough irons on the fire, one of them's going to get hot. Well, just follow it. See where it takes you. But if you don't do anything, I can guarantee you, you're not going to make a penny on the side. And then you're left with that dreary job paying, you know, $25,000, $30,000 a year. I mean, it's enough that, you know, you get by. But get that dignity. Go that extra mile and, you know, retire when you're 50. I'm 51 years old. I have not worked for the man since June. And that was one day. Maybe it was July. One day. In May, I worked, the hell was that, 3 weeks? Yeah, over at a paper mill in Perry. And last February, I worked, that was about 3 weeks at the phosphate plant up the street. Okay, that was my year's work. Rest of the time, I've been doing this. I'm 50. What year is this? Jesus, I'm 51. Okay, well, I stopped working when I was 50. That counts. Wouldn't you like to retire at 50? Would you retire at 50 if you were broke, but the bills were paid? Now, you're 50 years old. You're not quite yet decrepit. No, white phosphate, phosphate fertilizer. Phos acid, P2O5. Liquid and solid. Both of everything. And, of course, you got a sulfuric plant. So you got, you know, sulfur, sulfuric acid, superphosphate. Some retired at 21. Jesus, before you're too old to do anything, get yourself something on the side. Your company you're going through, working for, goes belly up, you got a backup plan, right? The side business over here starts working real well, flush your job. But if you don't have a side business, you don't have that option. I got an 1875 20-cent piece in real good condition too. Where'd mine go? There's one. That's fine. It's a peach. It's $1.25. You want it? I haven't made any money stripping. Jeez, I don't know how you can't make money stripping, man. Wait. I'm there for you, baby. I'm there. Come on. No, we'll just tuck it right in there. There you go. Can you imagine Lemonhead stripping? You're throwing change at him and shit. Here's $0.25. Get off the stage. How much you want? Mine is AU. Damn. People get the wheats, and they're good. There's no problem with wheats. Scope. There's no problem with wheats. Are wonderful. I cut my teeth on wheats. But what if you had a full set of these? Really, you don't need 5 or 6 of the darn things. Have you got a full set of wheats? Let me take it in my spreadsheet. I've shown people this before, but there's always new people in here. Okay, let's see. There's this. There's wheats. Okay, right now we come back here. Go to the screen. Make sure we can see it. Okay, that's one. The yellow line is VF. Okay, this is a spreadsheet. This is 1909 VDBS, right? It's a price list. These are what I consider to be fair prices for these. Up here you got grades. Okay, so the VF column is the yellow column right down here. So you get a 1909 SVDB in very fine, $830. Okay, and these go to 1958. That's all your wheats, right? Figure 1958 D in very fine, a nickel. Okay, here's a 1919 S in very fine, $2, right? 17S in very fine, $2. Total. This is neat. This is set. This is the whole damn set. If you had every single coin in the list. Now, I don't have 1922 plain in the list. I took that out because it really freaked up the numbers. I don't have 1955 double die. There's no die varieties in this list. Okay, these are just your straight normal coins, your business strikes. And let me hit this so we can get, there you go. See the blue rectangle? So that number up here, we'll look at that in a minute, is going to be a total of everything in this blue rectangle, which is 1909 to 1958. All your P's, all your D's, all your S's, all your VDBs, but nothing else. Okay, let me press this button. And the total is $1,806.80. I've lost more than that on cars, you know. The Jaguar, I lost that much on the Jaguar. Easy. Real easy. God, that was a bad error. You know, some things seem like good ideas, but they're not really good ideas. Let me see with this. So, yeah, so a full set. Now, let me take off the 1800. Come back over here, 1909, all the way down. Have you got a full set of Lincolns? Okay, we got the, oh, let me see if we can see this. I got to see that bottom corner. Let me move this up just a bit. There we go. So at the bottom down here, you see the sum. So anything I highlight is going to be included in that sum. Okay, let me go through and highlight, first off, all of them. There, that's all of them in VF. $1,806.82. Now I'm going to get rid of some of these. Let's get rid of the SVDB because it's, you know, damn, it's near half. We'll get rid of that one. Oops, screwed that up. Let me redo this here. Okay. It's not, why isn't this working? Okay, start over. Give me these. Yep. There's the control button. So I want to hit control. Get rid of the 1909 SVDB. Let's get rid of the 1909S. There's the 14D, you know, 300 bucks. Right? And how about the 31S? Really, that's only 86 bucks. Okay, what do we got here? We got 475 bucks, and I got a set of Lincolns that does not include 4 coins. That's a pretty darn respectable set of Lincolns. Everything VF. 475 bucks. Have you got that much of a set? I got an S to sell. Not right now. I'm looking. Home. Geez, people spend all this time and effort on coins, and for 475 bucks, you can get almost a complete set of Lincolns in pretty darn respectable shape. Make it happen. You know, if you just did that one thing, build a set of Lincolns, 09 to 58, there's a sense of accomplishment there. Not that many people in history have put together a full set of Lincolns. And it's affordable. $2 grand? Really, there's 4 or 5 coins that are $1,500. Well, the rest are pretty darn inexpensive. Let me get that Fujio cent. It's coming this week. I'll get one day. I got a fake here somewhere. Oh, don't make me look for it. I'll buy that coin, Ken, that you showed. Which one did I show? That one? You know what that is, Harold? That's an 1875S. Home. Scope. There it is. That's an 1875S 20 center. You get the seated Liberty design. Have a look at the shape on that thing. It is $125. There are about 25,000 surviving specimens. A lot of people have never even heard of 20-cent coins. 700? No, that's the 14D. That's this one. Okay, that's this one. That's a different one. Yeah. And this guy's $1.25. And you're going to find $1.25 is a pretty fair price for this. For the Fujio? Oh, they're pricey. But if you're interested in that, send me an email. I'll set you right up. We're going to get this stuff. Jeez. When you pass this to your kids, they're going to say, oh my God, he had a hell of a collection. So they give them a bag of, you know, wheat you pull out of rolls. And ain't nothing worth. They'll take it back to the Coinstar and the hell with it. But You get some of these in your collection. Passing your kids, they're going to put them in front of somebody and say, you know, what are these worth? And somebody's going to say, damn, you know, MS-64 slab dollars. They're kind of nice. Nice shining Morgans. These are coins worth collecting. Move past the weeds. Get the full set. By God, you can achieve it. It's possible. But move beyond them. Lemonhead said, low grade, I'm paying $700 for a Fujio. Think I can flip it for 16. That'd be a good flip. The most I've done is I made probably $700-800 on a coin. Yeah, that's not at all possible, but I paid a little more than $700 for it. I can probably do 25 to 30% of most things. If I can't make 25 to 30%, I didn't buy it, or it's something that everybody needs. And like the proof sets, they're easy to sell. People grab up proof sets to build a whole set of proof sets. Not a much of margin, but they don't sit around for too long. You know, as you get into the older and rarer stuff, you start to lose the customer base. I have a hard time selling anything over $50. You know, I put up a $40 piece dollar. I can probably sell that pretty easily. I put up an $80 Morgan. This will sit around here for a couple of weeks, right? I put up a $40 wheat. It probably won't last a night. It'll be zoom, gone. That's a good margin. I've done a whole lot better than 30-40%. Typically, I'll get 44. I think is my average. Oh, let's see if I can find them. Let's see if we can pull that up. Where the hell is it? Stock. Is that the right page? There we go. If you went through, well, this thing is rather obsolete. Nope, that's not it. Screen. Yep, there's a screen. Go to spreadsheet. Go to coins. Okay. Typically, what I had a few months ago, because I've lost track of that. Can we see this? Let's see if we can see this. There you go. At this point, I had paid $7,500. The book value on items that being marketed was $16,000. I had paid 47% of book. Okay, well that's not too bad. But it takes time to flip those things a lot of times. I like to double my money on things. What happened? Wait for it. Computer is wigging out. It takes time to find them that good. They're out there. What book? I don't know, pick one. The Bible, that's a good book. I go by Numis media prices. I use Numis as my measure of the retail value of a coin. It's effective. It's as close to market reality as I can find. There aren't too many instances where I'm not getting that price. If there are, I just bring it back a little until it does move. But red book values, if you're looking to see, if you're looking for red book values on your coins, you're asking too much. If you're looking at Coin Magazine as your measure of retail prices, you're asking too much. You're going to have a hard time selling your stuff. Gray sheet, kind of accurate. If you're buying from other dealers. But if you're buying from other dealers, just take your Numis media price and figure multiply by 0.66 or 0.77. That's going to be gray book value. Is that a South thing? Gray sheet's a holy grail here. I'm sure it is. And if you take Numis and multiply by 0.66 or 0.7, I'll have gray sheet, and it doesn't cost me $250 a year. I'm just saying. I'm frugal, and I'm not a Southerner. because I eat that broccoli with cheese and crap on top. You're getting less than gray? Well, geez, I better buy more of your stuff then. Yep. There's stuff to be found. At some point, you'll be at a point where you go public and, you know, you set up a, you get one of those public guest rooms they got at the hotel, you know, that's all tables and chairs. And they put an ad in the paper and said, buying coins. And you buy from the public. And that's where you get the really neat stuff. That's where they show up with stuff their grandfather had. I don't know what this is worth. Oh, good. It's only $5. Here you go. They got no idea. Well, how far do you soak them? I want them to come back and sell me more coins. So I want to give them a good price. But they got no idea. Okay, there's room. There's room in there. You know, I'd give them fair price and leave plenty of space for me. Whatever you need. You got 30 rolls of Gorgons? Oh, Morgans. Morgan. There we go. Does it say? No, it just says U.S. silver. Okay, never mind. It doesn't actually say Morgan on there. All right, I'm getting long in the tooth. We've been 3 hours talking. We totally got off track of what I started to talk about. Coming to an end soon. Yeah, I'm fading. I probably need to take a nap for a while. I still got to wrap this stuff up from last night. Put away this new stuff I pulled out. Find those 2 nickels I can't find. Bill you for those boxes. Then I got to, let's see. I'm lost. These are only tonight's notes. I just had a list. Look up Dino Printer. Is there another sheet somewhere? There must be. Okay. I gotta ship Logan, ship Ginger. I still gotta do Ginger's video. Yep. Then I gotta start looking at Eric's stuff. Find out what's going on there. My, they do know, but are testing you like an undercover Hey man, bring it. Bring it. Most people don't know a thing about coins. They want to know 3 things. What is it? What's it worth? And where is the machine I can put this in to get my money? You tell them it's worth $50, they want to sell it to you for $50. So you're not the retail value is $50. I'm paying 2/3 of that, or 60%. Oh, but I want 100%. Well, then go and, you know, sell it. Well, I need some names. Well, good luck on that. I spent 20 years putting together a good, you know, list of names. I have customers. You don't. You're not going to get retail. Yep. Or you tell, I like it when you say to somebody, oh, what's it worth? Oh, between 10 cents and $800. $800? God, you just preached the gospel to them. That's worth $800. No, that's not what I said. You said 800. No, I said between 5 cents and $800. Yeah, see, you said $800 again. Are you listening? They want to listen. They hear what they want to hear. They look it up in a price list, and they look, it says 5 cents over there, but over here it says $800. Doesn't matter what's in the middle. Doesn't matter what. It's got the date. $800. That's an $800 coin. No. It's got a hole right through the head. Just like you. Anybody about anything. Maybe they pretend to not know stuff. It's all right. We'll catch them. You can see through these coin people. Oh, I got this trade dollar from 1872. It's worth $800. What's on the front? It's got that lady on the front. Okay, she's sitting. She's walking. Okay, I'd love to see that. The trade dollar. It's got a lady with an Indian headdress on it. What color is it? Brown. Oh, one of those brown trade dollars. I'd love to see that. Who's liquidating all? I missed it. Harold, you can't leave. All the plants are going to die. If you want to look at that 1875S, you let me know. There it is. And that's $125. But boy, it's a peach. Let me know what you're looking for, Harold. You got my email address. We'll set something up. Oh, I'm lost. The shop I'm working at, the owner is 75. He's retiring, and I can't afford the business outright. Well, then just offer to take it over and make payments if it will provide. Otherwise, his stock's going to go into storage, and you can pick it up a little here and there. So I'm buying all I can, and my price is best. Okay, cut back on your prices. Take his best stuff. Don't buy everything he has. Just take the best stuff. You don't need, the stuff that ain't going to bring you nothing. If it's not going to bring you, 50% return, skip it, because there's other places, and maybe he'll cut down the price so you can get 50% and he can get it sold. Because otherwise, the kids are going to sell it off. And they'll get nothing for it. He's packing up and sending the metal. Oh God, he's selling it for melt. Let me know what he's got. Yep. Cherry pick it first, baby. Cherry pick everything he's got. Even if you don't make 50% net, you get, show it off, flip it over, start a show. There's Ray. Lemonade. Ray, we've been talking for 3 hours. We talked about everything under the sun. We railed at the news media. We talked about politicians. We got into it about coins and how to improve your life and what an extra $50 a week would be. I miss out on bags of Indians. Indians are good. They're kind of nice. It's hard to get them at a good price. Indians are really low. There's good demand on Indians. I have a hard time getting, 20% on those. Really. Collector's Corner, anything decent, dude, they get the bids. But the thing with those Indians, they're going to sell. They sell. That's one thing for sure. You can't keep Indians on the shelf. They're going to sell. 30 rollers of Morgans for melt? Gosh. I got all my money tied up in other stuff right now. There's JC Will. All right, but we've been going for 3 hours. I'm still trying to smoke this second cigarette and terribly failing. I'm terribly low on coffee. Look at that. That's just shameful. And I could probably use a nap. No, Morgans are not going for melt. Those $50 went for melt. Okay, we'll call it good. Yeah. We'll do it again sometime. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. Just listen to me ramble and rail. 16 people watching. Good Lord. But I think I need to do more of these spontaneous shows because there's always something on the desk to talk about. Always. There's always somebody willing to chat. And rather than sit here and go on and rail about, do a lecture or something, getting more interactive seems to be quite popular. People like that. And I can answer, lots of questions. And it seems to be, they stick around and watch and listen and get involved. I'm offering it if anyone would like to partake. Offer it. I got like $78 in my account. I spent way too much on some dimes yesterday. But it's it's the weekend. I get a lot of people pay invoices on the weekends. It's always a good time. Yep. Let me know what you got. We'll go from there. Yeah. Time for me to get a nap in. You guys stay groovy. We'll see you later. Where do I start this thing? There it is.